footy.
This quarter for Bunnings Trade. Tackle your tax time with game-changing deals at Bunnings Trade.
Hello, folks. We're in the West at Optus Stadium for another beauty of a clash. It is Fremantle up against Hawthorn. Looking forward to this one. A little bit gloomy. We've had a little rain this morning. So will the Fremantle Dockers stand up in the wet? That is the question. Lockie Reading commentary alongside Tommy Atkinson, our experts. And you couldn't get two bigger names in this one box at the same time. Andrew Embley and Xavier Ellis. Welcome, boys.
He's taking the piss every time he does that.
Welcome. Great to have such big names here.
Nice to be back.
Yeah.
I missed you blokes
You were sacked last week. Had a week off, suspended.
More say managed. Yes,
right.
managed. But he's back, Embers. Hey, I'm looking forward to this one, and obviously with the weather. Now, I'm expecting that it's going to be okay this afternoon. Had a look at the
poured
forecast.
down last night.
It has poured down the last couple of days, and we know Fremantle lost a couple of games this year in the wet, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here today. But Hawthorn, they'll come over here with a plan, and I know that my man next to me, Xavier Ellis, might have had a couple of words with Coach Sam Mitchell during the week, and well, he was
words of advice.
He was with the club yesterday, presenting a jumper.
Oh.
And invited his past champion premiership player back to the club.
Kept this quiet. Eepers.
Yeah.
Just stay with that. This is the Triple M footy preview for TaylorMade Golf, the all-new stealth driver for TaylorMade with a 60-layer carbon face that delivers unparalleled distance and forgiveness. More, please.
No, I was very lucky and fortunate. Yesterday, the club invited me and Chance Bateman down, and the playing group presented our sons with jumpers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Good. And then Sam Mitchell said a few words about Changa and I, and we watched training, and it was fantastic. Ted, my 3-year-old, loves the footy, but he's a Giants man, doesn't know much about it. But when the signatures, or do you want everyone to sign your jumper? He's like, no, keep it clean. went home last night, got the crayons out. He thought that's what you're meant to do, is draw on your jumper. And then they've gone to Broome. They've gone to Broome today for 8 days with my wife. So if I leave at 3/4 time, I'm going to go get sauce. But no, he didn't want to take it to Broome. It's too special.
Yeah,
too special for Broome. So, no, in all seriousness, they didn't need to invite me down. Chance Bateman is the superstar of the club, and there's two of us, and yeah, it was really special for me and the kids, and Ted with the jumper on and everything.
And how many players out here, just off the top of your head, would you have played with?
Well, the 250s last week, Shields and Bruce.
Yep.
I think
Gunston's out. You would have played with
Gunston's out. That's about it. Obviously, he played against quite a few, but that's about it on that list. So
they've turned it over a fair bit, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
I mean, you've been missing, what,
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. Due my retirement payment soon, Embers.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's good when that comes.
But no,
and you get to keep all of it too.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you've lost half. They went half. They went the distance. But what I will say quickly on the weather, a double-edged sword for Freo. Hawthorn want it dry because that's the style they play these days. They go through the corridor as much as any team in the competition. So if it's wet, you saw a wet night or a humid, muggy night on the Gold Coast. In the Gold Coast in Darwin the other day, and Hawks couldn't stand up to the conditions. So they want it dry, and I think it's great for Fremantle to get an opportunity to play in the wet again because they need to iron out a few things with the wet condition. Because if it does rain in September, then you can't say it was wet.
Yeah.
You don't get to come back next week. So it's a double-edged sword. Hawthorn want it dry, and I reckon Freo want it wet to test themselves as well.
Talking wet, Ream Hot Water, built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream. One man, the great comeback. It's been talked about all week. I think every second of every day over here in the West, Nat Fyfe's name's been brought up. Great to see the champ back. 2-time Brownlow medalist. Back troubles, shoulder troubles, finger troubles. He's had it all, but he's finally playing footy, which is good news.
And surely can only make Fremantle better. The big decision for Justin Longmuir now is where you play him. Now, I expect that he'll spend a bit of time forward, but they brought in Spitzkowski.
Yeah.
Okay, they brought in Michael Walters. So on the back of that, and obviously they've kept Bailey Banfield, not as a sub. So there might be a little bit more time on ball.
There, obviously. Well, I sat down during the week
for him today.
I sat down during the week and went just through the last 5 years of Nat Fyfe, and 84% of the time he's played midfield.
Yeah.
So 16% he spends forward. I think it might be a little bit more than that today, obviously. But, he doesn't do a lot of work forward. And we saw the Waffle game last week when he had that set shot with scores level with a minute to go.
Yeah.
It's we laugh at it a little bit, but it is so important for Nat Fyfe today if he gets a set shot.
Did you think it was going to go through?
Out.
So for those that don't know, scores level, 40 out, near on directly in front.
To kick the winner in the game last week, it would have been, fantastic, and he sprayed it. Didn't kick it out of bounds in the full, but he sprayed it right. But, for a guy that would have been doing a lot of goal kicking through the summer, working on his technique, would have spoken to a few people. So that's why today, that first set shot for him is so crucial to be able to go back, kick it, because if you kick one or two straight away, your confidence is, it's bang and here we go. But if you miss it, then you start asking yourself some questions, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Now, of course, you can stream every game of Triple M Footy live on the Listener app. Download it now, LISTNR, because you can hear Tommy Atkinson. How good's he been?
Oh, he's been very good. Just ask him, Tom.
We had Dennis, obviously, for the last 5 years, and we thought, no, irreplaceable, Den.
Clearly not.
No, the great man. He's just strolled in.
And, last week, obviously, big game against Brisbane. A little bit of talk that Richard Champion was going to get thrown over.
Yes,
but, flown into the big seats.
Yep.
But, no, they stuck with Tom.
Tommy
delivered.
Goodbye, you and Giles. So I did hear they actually had a board meeting in Melbourne, South Melbourne there, and they shot it around, a few names on the whiteboard, and there was 1 minute there Richard Champion was booked, Virgin flight over, and then last minute, they thought, no, give the kid another chance.
And delivered, yes.
I'd be happy to step aside for champs.
Who else called from Brisbane?
Good Triple M man.
For 1 minute there, Simon Black was in my seat. And in the end, they thought budget. Look at that.
Apparently, Troy Luff's on his way over as well. We're doomed.
That's the best thing about being over here.
Yeah.
We're too far.
Too expensive.
It's too expensive to send
we
them all
are
over.
irreplaceable. Only because of cash. And we're cheap as
That's
well.
what I say. Like, Giles, if you got that much money, donate it to charity, mate.
That's right, yeah. Hey, talking charity, we've had a couple of boundary riders throughout the year that have been very good, very good. Have we dipped a bit this week, or are we going back up again?
I think they're level.
Level.
I think they're all brilliant.
Well,
best we get.
Britt's not listening because she's at the races.
Okay.
So we've gone.
Still be listening.
So we've gone up.
We've gone up. Okay. For Bob Jones T-Marts, buy 3, get 1 free, and instant cash back on Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop, and many more. BobJane.com.au. The man downstairs is, drum roll, Hamish Brayshaw. Welcome to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Tremendous drum roll.
Welcome.
How's it going down there, mate? There are a little bit of clouds over the top, but we think the rain may just stay away, which, as we said, is good news for the Fremantle Dockers after a few performances a fortnight ago.
Yeah, better news for me. Couldn't find my rain jacket this morning, but no, I've checked the radar. It looks to be all good. Couple of clouds, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think the main issue might be the wetness on the deck, but as X said before, Freo have got to prove themselves in the wet weather footy, and it'll be a good game.
Now, there's a player for the Dockers, Hammer, who you know a little bit about. Third favourite for Brownlow right now as we speak. Spoken to Andy this week, and they must be loving how they're going at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Had a chat to him at the start of the week. They're feeling pretty good going into this weekend. The radar, the weather predictor was always going to be wet, so and it's in their walls that they know they've got to prove themselves in the wet. So, no, he's feeling pretty good. The boys are playing good football, and they're looking for a good team performance.
And, mate, Nat Fyfe's out in the middle. They're going to toss the coin. Does he just say to Fyfe, stay out of my centre circle, big fella. This is mine now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you've already got a medal, Nathan. You just stay forward and give me 10 more weeks to win my own. That's what I think he'll be saying.
It is a bit of a myth, though, because Andy does a lot more of his work on the outside.
Yeah.
So Fyfe shouldn't get in Andy's way, really. Like, Andy hangs around and then takes off, whereas Fyfe sort of slowly disappears.
Yes or no, Nat Fyfe starts in the centre square.
I say
bounce.
Oh,
yes,
bounce.
just to get the crowd.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what
we're
like
on
to hear.
Nat Fyfe watch.
Good sprinkling of Hawthorn fans, I will add. Probably 50-50 if you ask me.
Saw a lady come in with the old Jason Dunstall
Did ya?
jumper on, and it was
Chief.
old,
You sure it was the
old
Chief?
school.
The Chief.
That was the chief.
Did you
Don't
just say
worry.
50-50?
I've taken the piss, mate. I ever genuinely considered it was
Looking around and
50-50.
thinking-
Yeah.
All right, this is the Triple M preview for a TaylorMade Golf, the all-new stealth driver from TaylorMade with a 60-layer carbon face that delivers unparalleled distance and forgiveness. Tommy, welcome to you. And, of course,
Locke.
Beastie, great to have you on board, big fella. You're back for another week.
Yes, thanks. Like you're saying like that, like I'm a week-to-week decision.
No, mate, you are the
Jeez.
regular. You're
I didn't realise that. X
10-year
was
deal.
warning me of that. He reckons I'm on the outs, but
Mate, I'm the only bloke who's kind.
this is why you told me that.
Yeah,
I
right.
said you're like Consigliere meeting, you know?
Gee.
Mickey
that's what it
Barlow
was.
tried to throw you under the bus a couple of times.
Ah,
last
he
week.
did, didn't he?
Just,
He
tested you
Mick's
out.
listening, so be careful.
Oh, okay. Mickey was terrific last week.
Guess who's in the middle, Lock?
Nat Fyfe.
Straight in there.
Oh, there we go.
Fyfe, Brayshaw, Sarong, Darcy.
Darcy
Geez, that's
had
a
the flu.
good look in midfield.
Darcy had the flu last week too that's kicking around, so expect a better report, a better game today.
So
from,
Brody's the one that moves out.
Well,
he's on the bench, isn't he?
He probably just goes for one here,
rotation.
Fife, doesn't he? Just does excess.
Hasn't the game changed, though? Every single person in the centre square shaking hands
Here's
with each other at the start of the game.
For McDonald's and Room Hot Water. Take it away, Tommy. Triple M Rocks footy.
So Freo, can they back up there? Superb performance last week, of course, knocking off Brisbane as Darcy wins the tap down, goes towards Mitchell. He can't pick it up, but Sarong does. The first clearance goes the way of the Dockers inside 50 out. And a nice lead for the big Lob man. He's been good the last few weeks for Rory Lobb. He's marked it 35 out, slight angle.
Well, that's just a good centre bounce clearance. And Sarong, he was strong around the contest, and the kick to space was outstanding. A few of their half forwards for Fremantle a little bit high, which allowed the space to open up, and Lobb, who's been in good form, to go back and kick the first.
As the startup walks in from 40, I think he's just snuck it in. So it just got there inside the right goalpost. And Rory Lobb inside the first 45 seconds has the Dockers first. So they're 1 straight 6, and that is on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
I'm a victim of this because I pump up Andy Brayshaw as much as anybody probably in the country, but hasn't Sarong just gone about his business this year, Embers? His season's been outstanding. Tackles hard, set of clearance there. They all got around that fight for that little tap on that he did there out of Tommy Mitchell's hands. But Sarong, they'd also heard they absolutely love his leadership down there too, and he could be well and truly on his way to leading the club.
Lobb's had a good couple of weeks as well. Hamish Brayshaw on the boundary for Bob Jane Teamarts. The subs for this game, Hammer?
Yeah, Darcy Tucker for Fremantle and then Josh Morris for Hawthorn.
Did you bring your boots just in case?
Yeah, COVID hasn't hit him, but I've got them just in case.
You are on that list as we bounce the footy back in the middle. Darcy tried to get it in the direction of Fife, gets his first possession to Brayshaw, to Aish. They're going backwards now. This is Young. Kick it out wide, and it's a good one. Brayshaw. It's Andy, takes the mark. He'll go short again to Clark. They're at right half back, the Fremantle Dockers. Hawks have barely touched the footy. Might have scraped one of their hands. And that's about it. We sit at 1 straight 6. Fremantle. Hawthorn yet to score. This kick is up towards left half forward. Pack will form. The tap down into the hands of Sarong to Aish. Now to Brayshaw again. Back to Aish. Brayshaw did really well to help him out. They're going backwards. They're in a little bit of trouble here. 5 to Brayshaw again. Chain of hand passes works out okay. This is Young. He gets on the left. Walters is hovering. Walters marks. Good little bump out from Collier. Provided some space. And Sun back into the team this week. Takes a grab, 45 outs.
Well, I thought they might have overused it through the middle of the ground there. Fremantle with a lot of handballs, but Hawthorn's pressure just not at a level there that allowed Fremantle to be able to work that one through. And Michael Walters, as you mentioned, locked back into the side this week. He's a goal kicker.
He certainly is from 45. He's kicked it towards goal, but he's pushed it across the face. Have the Hawks touched the footy beastie at the moment?
No, they haven't. 18 disposals to zip, and Brayshaw's already got 5 disposals on the Triple M Reds Atlantic stats.
3 minutes have ticked over, Tommy. 1-1-7 Fremantle. The Hawks yet to score.
They go short to Sicily, who pumps out of defence towards the big man in Reeves, but the back of the pack, Brennan Cox takes a nice mark for Freo.
Just got a message from Mick Barlow. Aish, lucky to hold his spot, he thinks.
So Cox tried to find Lobb. I think it's out of bounds and the full off his boot. He missed it last week. He almost retired.
No, he did retire. He delisted him.
Before the
Unsure
game.
why he would even be in the team, and then was best on ground, or second best on.
So Jaff has it for Hawthorn, goes short.
No surprises. Mickey Barlow wasn't invited back this week.
Yeah, he lasted a week.
Finds Morrison right in front of the commentary box on the wing. Had a good season, Harry Morrison. Pops it high to half forward. Darcy's in best position. He couldn't mark against Reeves. Ball spills out the back of the pack here. A big tackle from Akers. Almost holding the ball, but Reeves gets it now for Hawthorn. He pumps it inside 50. Young goes back for the Dockers and takes a nice mark.
Did well there, Alex Pearce. Just was able to hold out Kaczynski to allow Hayden Young to take that intercept mark.
There goes Embers for Seabus Super. Seabus Super making hard work pay off as the Dockers have turned it over and the Hawks can charge forward again.
Frost started forward as well, Lock.
Frost is in the forward 50. Pack or form. Through the hands it goes. Akers down the back doing a little bit of defensive work. The check side kick was awkward for Schultz. Made it look okay. Quick hands to Hayden Young. He's slung around in the tackle. Gave it up to Brayshaw. He was caught and lost the footy. Here's Morrison. Shields Now the kick forward from Mitchell, go into the hands of Aish. Lucky to be in the team.
It shouldn't be there, look. It's his fourth touch already.
Go short again. 35 out from his defensive goal, and Hayden Young's had a heap of it in the first 4.5, 5 minutes, Beastie.
Yeah, 4 touches already for Young.
And he's just kicked to the Brayshaw, and I reckon he's coming up for what, Beastie?
Coming up to 6 now, Embers.
The Red Z leading stats for Red Z. Loads for the self-employed. That kick was good. To Darcy, to Lob. The kick inside, attacking 50. Alok did all the hard work. He might be reaping the rewards now. Gathers, lobs a hand pass to Collier, who kicks it out of mid-air through the goals. My goodness me, a terrible hand pass. Collier made it look okay in the end. And it's another one for Freo on the boards. The crowd enjoying that one. We'll have a look on the Harvey Norman replay. 2-1-13 Fremantle. The Hawks yet to score 5.5 goals.
Sean Darcy, credit to Sean Darcy, took the mark and played on quickly, but the Hawthorn defender played it really well. He knew that Griffin Logue was going to cock it up and confuse him. It's just that Collier was smart enough on the Harvey Norman replay. Logue, kick, handball, then handballed it almost over the goal line. Yeah, a little bit of luck involved, but what a classy finish.
Griffin Lowe looked like a defender in his back half.
Defender
trying to rush the ball through. He did everything he could.
Harvey Norman, of course, bonus gift cards on selected products. Store-wide now at Harvey Norman. Shop in-store or online.
So a quick start for the Dockers. They're out by 13 points. The clearance from O'Meara goes the way of Hawthorn. Going back, Ryan couldn't mark it for Freo. A few players try and dive in here, but Walker gets a clearing kick to the far side. Jath with pace, goes on, just shoved over from Banfield, goes past him, picked up here by Bruce, and Banfield lays a big tackle. Ball nearly out the back. It is now O'Meara, his kick smothered. Ball, that's almost a throw, not paid. Hand pass comes from Walters, goes in fact to Schultz, now to Clark, to Aish. They're just waxing with a footy inside the middle of the ground. They go backwards to find Cox. And Cox comes out wide, and Schultz has it on the near side wing.
Completely dominating at the moment, Fremantle. 2-1-13. They lead the Hawks. Nothing. 6.5, nearly 7 gone. Short pass, far too easy to Walters. Another runner out to his left in Hughes. Now to the kick at the top of the 50, and Lob's taking the mark. 60 out from goal. He looks inboard. He can go short. Decided to go a little longer than that to the pack. Now he could take the mark just under a heap of pressure. He's pushed over the line. And we'll throw it in 10 metres around from Fremantle's goal.
Freo already a plus 30 in disposal now on the Red Z leading stats.
The pressure was okay there by Hawthorn, just the hands were quicker by Freo.
So we'll throw it back into play. 35 out, maybe a little closer. Morrison did well to Newcomb. Puts his teammate Mitchell under pressure. Newcomb will help him out though. The pressure immense from Fremantle. Turned over. Lob from 45. We'll kick it across the face again. Lowe working hard. Tapped it into play. And Jaff will save the day in the goal square.
And he kicks to a dangerous position. Coming across was Jordan Clark. A big punch from the Docker. Goes across the line. We'll throw it in. 55 out from goal.
He's been good this year, Jordan Clark. Since coming over from Geelong. Certainly getting his opportunity across half-back. And he's certainly one player that wants to run and carry at times. Just a bit of composure. Probably needs to get better at, though.
Yeah, around 22 Red Z's a game for Jordan Clark. As Morrison pumps it out for Hawthorn to the wing. Cox can't take it with the second grab, but he went and got his own footy. Hand pass to Hughes, to half forward. He's Banfield, so good last week. Jaff did well, just kept it in front of him. Coming through now is Collier. He sockers it forward. Schultz tried to pick it up, almost pushed in the back, but Jaff did well for Hawthorn. Gave it to Newcomb, who went short. He's down Butler.
Butler comes across to Morrison, right half back. Still 13 points, Fremantle's lead. 9 minutes now ticked over, kicking towards the boundary line. Love this man, Shields. He'll take the mark in front of Jordan Clark. Plays on quickly. What a superstar he is as he kicks inside, attacking 50. Cox is the man in front, taps it down, doing the roving Darcy. Gave it off to the run of Mundy. He kicks to the middle of the ground and Logue fumbles, then drops it, loses possession. The Hawks will get it back. Newcomb shrugs off the tackle. Now to Moore. He can bomb it forward. Decides to go by hand. O'Meara to Morrison. And then Morrison will kick it inside, attacking 50. Pack will form. Good defence in the end. Once again, Darcy doing the roving. Just waiting down. Gathers the hand pass. And the kick from Pearce will be okay. Logue has taken it left half back.
It's a low. Crowd wants 50. Umpire says play on. As Logue comes inboard to Mundy. That's a dangerous kick to the centre of the ground. And taking a nice mark for the Hawks back there is Callow. So the youngster hand passes to Jaff. They got men free at centre half forward. Ends up in the hands of Mitchell. He just passes it out wide, and all by himself taking a nice mark out there is Koshitsky.
Unusual by Dave Mundy. He tried to kick it 15 metres. If he looked up, which he does 9 times out of 10, he had Banfield in space and 2v1 Fremantle towards goal. He just took the short option, and Fremantle couldn't take the mark, and away went Hawks.
Need a big game out of this young man this
They're
afternoon.
undermanned, aren't they?
Yeah, no Gunston, no Mitch Lewis.
Mitch Lewis been huge this year.
So Koshitsky, 21-year-old, going to kick this from right on 50. It's looking a very nice looking kick, and he's put it straight through. So the Hawks are on the board, and they get their first 1 straight 6. They trail by 7 points, 10 go on first term. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Tackle your tax time with game-changing deals at Bunnings Trade.
Yeah, bad turnover in the middle of the ground here, Fremantle. Just got to make sure that they just take the obvious one, and Dave Mundy is one of their best decision makers, but that was a wrong one, and when you turn the footy over in a dangerous spot, it just means that your defenders are offside, and unfortunately for them, they just couldn't slow that ball movement down back inside forward 50, and it was Koszyczki that found some space for the good mark and good goal.
Tom Mitchell doesn't get credit by foot a lot. That opportunity then, he could have blazed away to the top of the goal square. Instead, found Cozzy on the lead up and went back and did the business.
So Fife had a brief stint on the bench, and now he's back into the middle. So no action forward yet, and we've gone 11 minutes though. So we've fallen for it there as the quick kick away for the Hawks will go inside attacking 50 with the numbers. The Dockers. Hughes though is under pressure, and then he was bumped over, caught one high, and it's going to go Hughes' way. You get the free kick in the right back pockets.
The petrol tickets though, like with Fife, you'd probably have 1 or 2 really strong bursts, and then maybe that's when we'll see a bit of transitioning between forward and mid.
Second half, I reckon, and expect to see Fifey a lot forward.
The kick will go in the wing direction, and can take that mark in the end. Good pressure laid by Switkowski, the tackler. It's on the far side.
He's another one back in the side this week, Switkowski. Obviously had the suspension, so he'd be keen to owe the boys one.
So a smother kick from Akers, and some more tackling going on the far side. It's Day who's got hold of the footy, but he can't go anywhere.
Will Day's had concussion and ankle issues. Great to see him back playing. I'm looking forward to seeing him live. He's been crunched the last 2 tackles though.
Here's Young, caught in the tackle, just got rid of the footy. Brodie to Sarong, went back by hand to right half back to Akers. Had a terrific season. That's a pretty good kick, although just sat up a little bit for Switkowski, and more can take it away for the Hawks. Off half back will kick inside attacking 50. Koszyczki did well to outposition Cox. He'll go back and try and get it. Decides to kick it off the ground towards the boundary line. Paddled over the boundary line by Hughes. Umpire happy with that. We'll throw it in 30 around from Hawthorn's goal. They're 1 straight 6. The Dockers 2-1-13 for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
No Hawthorn ruck here. So big Shawnee Darcy will just grab this, you'd think.
So Darcy does exactly that, and just we try to just thump it out of the fence. Went up in the air, went about 20 metres, and been marked down there by Howe.
It's just quickly, is that the most ridiculous rule in the world? No Hawthorn ruck?
Oh, so, but even third man up, just stupid.
No Hawthorn ruck, just let him ruck.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
You'd almost rather Sean Darcy punch that through than grab it and get tackled and shank it.
Well, you knew he was going to get tackled, didn't you? So he was going to be under pressure whether he kicked or handball.
Howe can kick a football a long way here. You have to kick it 52.
Yeah, sub last week, Daniel Howe. Pretty tough angle. It's a nice kick. It's just, is it coming back enough from Daniel Howe? I tell you what, he's nailed that. What a kick from Daniel Howe. Hawks got their second 2 straight 12. The Dockers 2-1-13. 14 gone. First term Triple M Bunnings straight scoreboard.
Starting to get the game played in their forward half. The last 5 or so minutes, the Hawks now. We spoke about Fremantle getting a lot of the footy early, but a lot of that football has been quick hands in tight. But the Hawks at the moment, inside forward 50, they're making the most of their limited opportunities. 5 inside 50 entries for 3 scoring shots and a couple of goals, and suddenly this game's all close to being squared up.
This could be moving time here for Freo out of the centre though. Reeves has come off, and Big Frosty, known as the defender, has played full forward and ruck now. So I don't know what to expect here, because I don't think Frosty knows what to do.
Howe's first goal of the season too on the Reds Atlantic stats. 1
point now, the margin could fight back from the Hawks after a slow start. Brody over the top of the footy. O'Meara there as well. Quick kick away, didn't go anywhere. Darcy couldn't bend down to pick it up. And in the end, the Hawks through Frost will get a hand pass away. Then the kick off the ground's not a bad one from Nash to the top of the attacking 50, running at it and just tapping it to his own advantage is Cox. He feeds it over the boundary line and will throw it back into play.
Leading the way for the Hawks, Morrison with 6 disposals and Mitchell now up to 5 on the Reds Athletic stats.
Good on you, Beastie. All over him. 2-1-13 plays 2 straight 12. It's the Dockers by 1. Midway through this first term, the tap down. Bounced awkwardly. O'Meara did some heavy work on Walker. That was good to see. Then he goes to lay the tackle. He's going to get caught holding the ball walk up. So O'Meara will get up. And he's a chance to kick this from about 50. Had a bit of fanboy action with Jago O'Meara.
They reckon that him and I look similar.
Is that right?
I feel a bit embarrassed saying it, but from all reports, he gets some
the beer goggles.
So
he could be a younger brother, I reckon.
Thanks, mate.
You know,
that's he was at Embers' wedding.
Oh,
yeah, I had a bit of a photo with him. Bit of fanboy stuff there, X-Man, as O'Meara kicks from 45. It's coming back, and it's coming right back through the middle. 3 straight to the Hawkers. This has been terrific to watch. Their last 7 or 8 minutes superb. 3 straight 18. They lead the Dockers 2-1-13, 15 gone.
There was a patch there, Embers, where they were about negative 35 disposals this quarter. Hawthorn could not get their hands on it. It's now only negative 16, so they've dominated the last 10 minutes of footy. And there, Walker just slid. What do they say, Embers? Keep your feet. And then he just dragged it in. That was always going to be holding the ball.
Yeah, seeing that on the Harvey Norman at the moment. Hawthorn's pressure really stepped up, and after a good start from Fremantle, 3 straight goals to the Hawks, and they're in front.
Could be 0-3. They've kicked 3 tough kicks. That one there, Howes, and then, of course, Kazitsky's in the first to get it going was from 45 on an angle too.
Away from home, take your opportunities. We've seen so many times players and teams miss their opportunities. Hawthorn certainly doing their bit right now.
So a 5-point lead to the Hawks, and lobs into the ruck, and he takes it out and just paddles it towards Sarong. He pumps it inside 50. Low, good spoil. He's Banfield, 4 last week. Snaps it straight in front, and he's missed. I think. No, he's got it.
Norton 2, Tom.
I tell you what, Richard Champion's on his way. He's just made the phone call.
They're setting up the home studio.
Amy Klanger are calling up and saying, please, more, Tommy.
So Banfield's nailed it. It swung around
the umpire did move a long way,
to
be fair on Tommy.
And the crowd didn't really do anything.
No, they didn't really.
There's a lot of Hawthorn behind that goal.
What, you wanted Hawthorn to cheer, did you?
No,
you wanted?
And Fifey didn't celebrate. He was in the goal square.
See, the front row,
Tommy.
Front row looking after each other.
Never in doubt, Bailey Banfield is an absolute star. The boy from Claremont Footy Club. Spent a bit of time up in Broome. Of course, his family got Willie Creek Pearls. Just a really good, hard-working player, and he's made the most of his opportunities. One of the most professional kids going around, Bailey Banfield.
He'd want to have kicked it too, because Fife was standing in the goal square all on his own.
I reckon Michael Walters was trying to call for it too.
Exactly. We're back in the middle, and the Dockers have taken the 1-point lead. O'Meara will take the free kick in the middle of the ground. He'll kick it high inside attacking 50. Kazitsky's there, 1-on-1 against Pearce. He's more. His hand pass a little wayward. And then putting his head over the top of the footy and being caught, I would have thought high with Butler.
Looked like a dangerous
tackle. Very unlucky not to get a free kick on that occasion, Butler. So we'll throw it back up. 40 out from the Hawthorns goal. Moves off the tap down.
He's pushed a full forward lock.
He certainly has. His Brayshaw kicks out wide to the run of Collier's. Had a pretty good couple of weeks. He takes the mark just forward of right half back. 3-1-19 plays 3 straight 18. Collier with it.
That's what the Dockers do really well. Collier usually can roll from there and has someone out to go to next, but Hawthorn worked hard to stop it.
The kick was a long one. Fife and Logue really didn't work together, and Frost has taken the mark at half back. So the Dockers are 3-1-19. The Hawks are 3 straight 18. That's on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Tackled your tax time with game-changing deals at Bunnings Trade.
It's the kick to the middle of the ground. Big spearing tackle.
Umpire.
That is the worst.
Seriously.
That is just a hard tackle.
He got nuked. Newcomb just speared him straight into the ground.
Oh, that was just a good tackle.
Harvey Norman replay right now. That is not a dangerous tackle at all.
So Sarong switches play to right in front of us. The mark's taken by Luke Ryan.
I don't think Sarong would want a free kick for that, because that's the type of tackle he likes to lay.
Ryan to a 2-on-1. Coming across the top there is Hardigan, did well, spoiled it, kept it in. That's going to be a throw though. The free kick's going to go here to Nat Fife.
As Damien Harvick used to call it, that's the too hard rule.
Oh, yeah, Five, just lapping it up at the moment. He could kick it inside forward 50, but this one's side steps.
Oh, no.
Bit of candy, De Brody, back to Fife, almost tackled, gave it to Aish, he's tackled. Ball spills free. They dive it on top here, just inside 50.
So Fifey was just enjoying the applause from the crowd and then realised, I've called the play on now, I better get rid of it.
The photo was taken, Fifey, you got to go.
A bit of showtime from Fifey. Didn't quite work as the umpire throws it up. Swikowski paddles it out, it goes across.
He was just working out a way to get a couple of disposals on it. Boys.
Yeah,
he's up to four now. He started on 2 there.
How about this? He's gone inside forward 50 and Bailey Banfield's just told him to move out.
Yeah. 1 point the margin, the Dockers lead it. Ball thrown back in. Here's Aish. Gathers it. 60 out the kick. Inside attacking 50. Packle form. Hardigan's back there. He gathers and just kicks it high. Well, hard wicket is to Newcomb. That's a really good mark. No, not paid, said the umpire. O'Meara will gather and then kick in the direction of Mitchell. 1-on-1 with Ryan. Somehow came down to Kazitsky, whose kick was trying to get it to Foss, but it was picked off by Pearce. He kicks it out towards the wing. Oh, Ace just left it completely. Gathered by Bramble. His hand pass, a good one. O'Meara starting to get hold of the footy, which is good for the Hawks. His kick inside attacking 50. Out the back, Ryan. Oh, did some fancy footwork, then lost footy. Here's Young. Caught in a brilliant tackle from behind. Shut to the ground as well. The Hawks are right up and about. Don't you worry about that. More with the footy. And he'll kick it from 45.
More probably filthy he didn't get the first one when Luke Ryan was spinning and then just dropped it, whereas he then thought, well, Hayden Young, you can have a bit of this. O'Meara started really, really well in this game.
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah, up to 7 now, boys, on the Red Zeds.
17 goals for more this season. He's been a goal kicker.
He's a gun inside attacking 50, and he's a gun when he kicks as well. That's straight through. They're 4 straight 24, the Hawkers. The Dockers 3-1-19. This is a beauty of a game. 7 goals already kicked, and we've gone 21, nearly 22 minutes.
We whinged about the games we've had over here. They've been absolute smackings. Even last week was a slow game to get going, then Freo obviously ran away with it. This has been the best start to a game we've had all season. Hawthorn making the most of opportunities, 4 straight. Fremantle kicking well too.
High scoring so far.
So, of course, the way home tonight will be nice and cold and wet. Mm-hmm. Might just want to use Macca's for a Friday night feed. Score yourself an absolute Macca's legend. The McChicken. Order via McDelivery.
Okay.
Today, McDelivery is available in select locations.
That might be my half time between Hippie Club and something else in the city, I suppose.
You going to the Hippie?
Oh, mate, kids away
Careful,
for 8 days.
Careful.
The world is my oyster.
West Coast got a bye this week. You might see a few of them. That's down there too.
How many careers can I end?
The 4 straight for the Hawks. The last 4 goals as the ball is thrown up again. Doesn't go far. Newcomb's at the bottom. The umpire, I think, is going to just let it roll when it does. Now comes to half forward. Just pushed over there. And the clearance comes away of Sarong. Goes to Clark. Now out wide, the run through Brayshaw to Aish. Just a little dummy. Comes inside. Goes towards Swikowski. He's just taken high. Umpire says play on. Ends up back with Brayshaw. Kick to half forward. Taking up high there was Schultz. Was taken by Banfield to lob to Walt. He's got a man over the top. Giat's there. Hand pass back to lob with a snap. And he's missed the right-hand side. Dockers 3-2-20. The Hawks 4 straight 24. Triple M Bunting straight scoreboard.
Just try to do a bit too much inside forward 50 there. The Fremantle Dockers, they thought they had the overlap. But
Sonny just kick it next time, Regan?
Yeah, just run on your left and snap it. He gives that extra handball and suddenly it will slow. The pressure comes and force Lob to kick that point.
This kid's a good player.
Oh, he's a good player.
He's really nice.
And wait until it dries up, Lock.
Yeah, very athletic. A little bit of run, can take the contested marks. That was one of them. And he'll kick it along the line. It's a high one. Young's there, but that was a terrific mark. Kazitsky, who's been very active early in this game as well. On the wing, standing the mark is Akers. Now he'll kick inside attacking 50. Read beautifully by Cox. And Cox will take the mark. They might just switch play here for Bob Jane Teamarts. Buy 3, get 1 free. An instant cashback on Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop and many more. bobjane.com.au. They're just battling around. I'll come to you in a moment. Hammer as Ryan will kick towards the boundary line. It'll go over the line. Good chance to go to Hammer. Good feel. Hammer. Crowds come into play here on a Saturday Arvo, and the rain stayed away.
Yeah, I think that's probably why you're seeing such a big crowd. But the game's playing like a dry weather game. I mean, it's been raining all morning, but the ground looks like it's drained pretty well, and the skills are being clean, and the ball's being taken above the head. So it's more of a dry weather game than anything else.
So Brayshaw out of the middle, just lurking around. He can't get it, but Clark can. His hand pass to Brayshaw, now to Brodie. He's got some run coming from behind, overlap from Clark on the left. Sukowski has to go here, and he does. He got a fingertip to it. Went to Walters, back to Sukowski. He's got men on inside 50. Here he is, Fifey. Is he going to kick it? Hand pass, unselfish, over the top. Lockie Schultz, bang, goal. Nice team play from the Dockers. All the way back there from Sukowski, who had to go and was nice and brave, and Schultz gets on the end of one. So the Dockers just get their fourth, 4-2-26, 2-point leaders over the Hawks here in the first term of Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
Spot on, Tommy. Switzkowski, that's the second time in this game he's come back with a fly to the footy. Did it earlier on the outer side wing, got absolutely crunched. He's done it again, and that bravery, Justin Longmuir will highlight that during the week because it's given his team a goal, and good to see Fife involved. And Schultz, who was a little bit quiet last week, Starcevic did the job on him. He was goalless, but he's a star, and he gets his first for the game.
All reports, Schultz was sick last week, one of the couple that had the flu.
Yeah, it's not great when you're crook and you know the Starcevic is going to you as well.
Yeah, he wants to fight.
It's a double whammy.
Of course, hotels around the grounds talking Starcevic. It'll be Brisbane and the Saints later on tonight. Champs will be looking after that game. So that'll be...
I heard they're flying me over.
Oh, you're going over for it.
Yeah, he's brilliant, Champs. Got the voice of an angel.
Beautiful stuff. The team will be looking after that a little later on as that kick from Freo lands in the hands of Day. He'll switch it to this broadcast side. Morrison waited for it and waited for the bump as well. Feeds it off to Frosty, the snowman. He kicks up towards right half forward, goes over the top of several players. Look at Darcy. Athletic, the big man. Then he got caught in the tackle. It just bounced up into his hands. Big fella couldn't get out of trouble. And we'll ball it up right half forwards. So 4-2-26 plays 4 straight 24. 8 goals in this first term. Been a beauty. Sarong feeds off a hand pass to his teammate in Brayshaw. Quick kick forward from Mitchell. It'll be read by Pearce, but he just couldn't trap it. Now it's Frost again. Paddles it out to his team's advantage. Hawks player nearly taken high. Here's Frost again, working hard. Wingard, haven't seen much of him. His hand pass is just a bit of a wild one into a congested number of players. This is good pressure from Freo and holding the ball in the end. The tackling was superb from Freo. They just kept fighting away, and Walker did well in the end. He takes the free and quickly switches to the broadcast side. That kick was a good one. Into Akers, short to Young, and then Young 50 out from his defensive goal. Will just take his time. 27 minutes now gone in this first term. 4-2 plays 4 straight. The Dockers by 2.
So Young, long down the wing, looking for lob, but Hardigan read it best, just slipped in front and took a nice mark.
Like the way Hawthorn are setting up behind the footy here. Just spacing out really well, and that long kick down the line, getting good intercept marks right now.
So Hardigan to half forward. Wingard just tried to take her out of the pack, but couldn't. Sarong, his hand pass went nowhere. Strong tackle laid by Clark. The ball still at half forward. Walters, nice little handball, went to Sarong. He tried to find Mundy. Good tackle though by Newcomb. Turnover. Just punch forward now by Hawthorn. Taken by Young inside 50. He just loses the footy. Thumped out of there by Brayshaw to the wing. And Lobb's got it. Runs onto it well. Takes the ball. Hand pass to Switkowski to Walters. Switkowski now with time. On his left. Kicks to a 2-on-1. Oh, the guy stuck this up. Going back with Scrimshaw. Little kick off the ground. It's going to be in danger.
Gee, I don't know about that.
So lucky there, Scrimshaw. Him and Hardigan almost stuffed it up, but
too nonchalant too, wasn't it? The one-handed drifting across.
Scrimshaw from defence back to the middle of the ground. Darcy first tap, can't take it on the second. Wingard runs past it, but Tommy Mitchell takes it. His hand pass goes to Moore. The kick inside 50. Going to be a free kick here, I think, to Kosicki. Advantage paid. They run on, get a goal. So Wingard's got it. It's a free kick to Cozzy. Wingard picked it up over the back, ran into the square and kicked it through. Hawthorn have 5 straight 30. The Dockers 4-2-26. The margin 4 points, 29 gone. First term Triple M Beacon trade, Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Cracking first quarter of footy. Fremantle out of the blocks, and the Hawks have been absolutely outstanding. at the moment. The pressure from both sides been really, really good. A couple of dubious decisions, I reckon, there maybe have gone in favour of Hawthorn in that last couple of play. The kicking in danger here at centre half back. Not sure there was much in that. And then that kick inside forward 50.
Shirt clean off.
That's, not sure about that. I reckon it was a bit lucky. And Wingard's going to go, I'm off to the races. I'm taking advantage.
I'll report him next time he does. That's thuggish. I will say, though, Kaczynski, we did say Hawthorn need a forward to stand up. He didn't get the goal there, but that was advantage. No one goes next to him.
He's working really hard. So too is Fremantle as they go forward again. Fife's there, 1-on-1. Had to go the fist in the end as it went straight inside the goal square and then rushed through Fremantle score. 4-3-27, plays 5 straight 30. It's the Hawks by 3 on the boundary. Bob Jane teammates. Hammer.
Yeah, Jordan Clark in that last contest in the middle of the ground looked to just get one in the face. He's off in the hands of the trainers at the moment. I think he's okay. He should be back on in a little bit.
So the kick along the line from the Hawks. Go towards the ruckman in Reeves. He had to go the fist. More putting the pressure on Ryan. Good footwork from Luke Ryan. He gathers and kicks inside, attacking 50. What a start to this game. In total, 9 goals. We've been craving a cracking game. We've got one at the moment. It's the Dockers and the Hawks going at it. Hawthorn 5 straight 30. Freo 4-3-27 for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Bunnings Trade. Tackle your tax time with game-changing deals at Bunnings Trade.
For McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
score yourself an absolute Macca's legend, the McChicken. Order via McDelivery today. McDelivery is available in select locations.
Triple M is your home of the Marty Sheargold Show.
Scott Pendlebury. We'd just like to clear up Michael Roberts suggesting.
Pendlebury, he went to a toilet break. He's definitely put the nugget in the hair. Black nugget. Seriously, if it rains, it'll run.
Well, it rained and it didn't run.
Got him.
I thought you were talking about a different type of nugget.
So did I.
He's a bit sneaky. He must have followed me all the way to the toilet. Nugget had to do a little wee and then get back out on the ground.
Yeah.
The Marty Sheargold Show. Weekdays from 6 on Melbourne's 105.1 Triple M.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru. Live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
We're Brandt. We're still your local John Deere dealer. We're still here to help you build your own success. From produce farming to hobby farms and all your turf needs, Brandt has you sorted. We're the same people you've always known, just with a different shirt.
The McChicken is simply simple. No bells or whistles. Just a crispy chicken patty and fresh lettuce smothered in creamy McChicken sauce. Hey, we said no bells and whistles. McChicken. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Today, great value is more important than ever. So, at Vodafone, our end of financial year sale is on now with this amazing offer. You'll get a massive 80 gigs of data for just $40 a month on our SIM-only Lite plan. That's plenty of data to stream, share, and do more of what you love. Don't miss out on Vodafone's end of financial year offer. Connect today, only at Vodafone. Offer ends 30 June 2022 unless extended. T&C apply.
HCF are waiving waiting periods on most extras, including physio. When you join hospital and extras cover before June 30. Oh yeah, that's the spot, Tony. Join HCF today. Waiver applies to 2-month waiting periods. T&Cs apply.
Hump Club bonus rewards are backed by popular demand. Right now at Thirsty Camel bottle shops, you could be instantly rewarded with $5, $10, $20 or even $50 off your purchase. 1 in 10 wins. That's on top of the great discounts and rewards exclusive to Hump Club members. Best of all, it's free to join. Just visit thirstycamel.com.au or head in store. Membership has its perks. Ends 26 June. Available at participating stores only. T's and C's apply. Hydrate responsibly.
It's tax time at Bunnings Trade. Get in for amazing tax time deals, like a Makita 18-volt brushless rotary hammer drill kit with 5 amp hour battery for $349, or a Pazloid nail gun combo kit for $1499. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
Every year, we help thousands of people like you control their gambling. So, we get that every story is different. We get there might be setbacks along the way. We get that you might need lots of support or just the odd call. To change the way you think about gambling, call someone who gets it. Call Gamblers Help on 1800 858 858 or visit the Gamblers Help website.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce, and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru, live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for IGA Liquor, where good food deserves a great drop.
Well, the Hawks have been really good in front of goals in the first quarter here at Optus Stadium. They're 5 straight 30. They lead the Fremantle Dockers 4-3-27. Not far away from the second term getting underway. A bit of shonky business going on in the quarter-time break, to be honest. The competition here.
Oh, mate, that needs an audit. There's the protest.
Yep.
That is the worst quarter-time entertainment I've ever seen.
No, the entertainment, that part of it is usually pretty good, but this one didn't go to...
You know what I mean? Well, now you're just meant to win all the time. That's the society. We all just win.
Explain
what happens.
Well,
is they have
from
to sprint
point post to point post.
Yes, and they've got a little logo of one of the sponsors that goes along behind the runner, and
obviously
if they're not going fast enough...
Someone's controlling the little...
it's set it as
little
a
logo.
race.
Yeah, and the logo just stopped.
I reckon what happened was the battery went flat. The bloke that was
I think you
controlling
might
it
be
and it
right.
just stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On the remote. Yeah,
that's what happened.
So anyway, that bloke wins $50,000 and he's happy as Larry.
And I'm doing an audit as well on umpire 29, who was getting a massage at quarter time. Not one player got down and got a rub, but the massage parlour was out in the middle of the ground.
What's his name, X?
Oh, I don't want to say, but Andrew Hefferman.
Anyway, give us a quick...
I hope these numbers are right.
3 points to lead the Hawks. Second turn, not a
a great quarter of football for both teams. Fremantle they scored pretty easily and missed an easy opportunity as well. So, I mean, there's 3 points in it. Could be 3 points Hawthorn or 3 points Fremantle in front, but it's been a great quarter of football. Hawthorn set shot goal kicking. The first 3 set shots, or 4, were reasonably tough kicks. I mean, a couple of them were probably less than 50-50 chances, and they drained them. And what looked like in the first minute or two, the first probably 3 or 4 minutes, were Freo going to blow this game open early, but Hawthorn hung around and took the lead into quarter time.
So Nat, five touches in the first term. Now finds himself on the bench to start the second. Will Brodie's back in there. Beastie, how many for Will Brodie in the first term?
It was a bit quiet for his standards. Just the 3 touches, obviously averaging 25 this season. 21 rather. 25 last week on the Red Reds.
So an even tap at Mundy. Tried to get the clearance, went to Brayshaw. He'll get a free kick high against Tommy Mitchell.
A big first quarter for Brayshaw. What was his numbers for Red Z, Beast?
13 embers. Oof. So off to a quick start. Started where he left off last week with 39 and 9 clearances on the Red Zeds.
Imagine being 15 seconds in the second quarter and having 14 next to your name.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now he's gone short.
Wasn't it like you in the 2008 Grand Final?
Here's Brodie. Just got it off the contest. Goes to half forward. Ash couldn't take it, but Schultz does. Hand pass over the top towards Swikowski. Has some pace. Gives it to Walker for his first goal in footy. Nice kick from Brandon Walker. The youngster gets his first. The Dockers get the first of the second term. 5-3-33. Hawthorn 5 straight 30. The margin 3 points.
Really good to see everyone heading over there, Tommy, to get to Walker. And the only bloke that wasn't going over was Sean Darcy. He realised what was going on, and you can see him drop his head because he just wanted to go to the centre square, Darcy, and he's had to turn around and run 40 metres to go and thank his mate.
Well, you see the one who stopped? Alex Pearce went from centre half back to centre half forward and then thought, no, I'll get you on the way back, boy.
Do the players know who...
Well, they must. They all just shot off.
Yeah, but when you play, did you know who hadn't kicked a goal before?
You probably, like, Walker's played 20 games. So, I mean, after 20 games, you might know.
Generally speaking, yeah, when a defender runs down and kicks a goal, you have to have we'll go give him a bit of a tap on the back.
Just follow suit, don't you? You just follow everybody else.
It's probably his 5th, but everyone's gone and patted him on the back.
3 points the Dockers lead. Newcombe out of the middle, though, for the Hawks. They're going to try and respond here. The tap forward through the legs of Kosicki. Goes back to get it. Nice hands to Mitchell. Now to Frost. Got to kick it, Frosty. He's kicked it through.
Oh, he's kicked like
and he's missed it. Well, he was only 15 outs. And he should have nailed that one. He was under a bit of pressure. Took some time. And it's just the one behind. The first blemish for the Hawkers, 5-1-31. The Dockers 5-3-33 as The kick comes out towards right half back, and Cox has taken the mark.
Good little set up that kick.
Yeah, it was.
When you head out to the wing, they knew exactly what was going on. Akers was there to just block Howe, which allowed Brendan Cox to come and take a nice mark.
So Newcomb is playing on Brayshaw, and Brayshaw's just running a mark. Another touch coming up for Andy. A high kick to the wing. Logue's behind his opponent. And too easy. Taking a nice mark is Sicily.
I don't think anyone's playing on Andy, Tom.
Just running.
15.
Well, if he's trying to, he's doing a bad job as Sicily runs inside, gets some angle, kicks inside 50. Big mark over the top. Been taken down there by Dylan Moore.
Oh, he's a star, this kid on the rise. Like the way he goes about it. He might just take over Luke Bruce role. Just having on replay at the moment. Nice jump from the side too. Good grab, and he's lining up for his second here, Tommy.
Really consistent, Dylan Moore. Kick goals in 11 out of his 13 games, and that's a nice kick. Nails it. He's got 2. And the Hawks are rolling in the second term. They get their 6th. 6-1-37. The Dockers 5-3-33. 3.5 gone in the second term. Triple M IJ Liquor scoreboard. IJ Liquor, where good food deserves a great drop.
Who's liking this game at the moment? It's high scoring, it's free flowing. Who's suits?
Fremantle they're the best defensive side of the league. Hawthorn are the 13th place team who like to take it on and learning. So I reckon Longy would be sitting there going, right, I know they're kicking straight, but we don't want this to become a shootout.
Tell you what, you know who else is liking it? Every single bloke in this box right now, because
absolutely.
It's a good game of footy that we're watching. Fremantle, they knew they were in for a tough contest today. There's no doubt about that, and Hawthorn have just brought their A game.
Certainly have. Seabus Super, so too you, Embers, making hard work pay off. A game. What'd you do last weekend when you were having a good rest?
Feed up, mate. Had a nice couple of days just to relax.
Go down the
R&R and
$60 million property, did you?
Hang on, Locke. Don't bring in the private information.
Sorry.
Please.
On the wing, kicks inside, attacking 50. Tackle form. The fists come. Hovering is Moore again. He gets caught this time by Young. Mundy's trying to steal it out of his hands, and 40 out will have a ball up.
Is it worth 60? Gee, Whittakers. Hang on. He just wrote it up and down.
Keep it private.
You blokes are kidding yourself over there.
Thrown down, here's Walker. Gathers it. Kicks it out towards the boundary line, but he's been pushed over after he kicked it, so the ball will come down the ground. Free kick Freo's way.
Look at Andy Brayshaw here. Hawthorn players is tracking past him, and then O'Meara says, hang on, I've seen this too many times today already. I might jog next to you for a while.
Well, if you want to go find the footy, just go to Andy Brayshaw, because...
Well, O'Meara's doing damage the other way too, though.
Yeah. 13 uncontested possessions for Brayshaw so far on the Red Zeds.
Great work ethic, Beastie, as the Dockers will try and switch play. This is Ryan who has it. Got a lot of space, and he decides to come through the middle of the ground. This man's had a heap of the footy as well. Hayden Young.
One thing's for sure too, when he's got ball in hand, he's going to hit a target. He kicks the ball beautifully.
He does.
It's 9 for Young on the Red Zed lending stats.
This is Clark as well. All taped up after a bit of a knock in that first term. Hammer was all over that. He's gone short to Akers, so just a bit of a lull in play.
Big switch, I reckon. I'd give it an absolute whack and see if you can get out the other side.
That's what they're going to do. Through centre-half back, they go to Cox, and then running hard is Ace. Decides to go infield, though. Not a bad option, but they're still a little slow with ball in hand. To Pearce, back to Cox. Now maybe something on the far side to Young.
I reckon a message from the runner, Locke, to slow it down a little bit. Clearly taking the sting out of the game in the last 2 minutes here.
And Young went short to Walters, so now Walters has it, but he's a long way out from goal. 5-3-33, the Dockers, 6-1-37, the Hawks, as he kicks inside, attacking 50, and Jaff takes a relieving mark, about 35 around from his defensive goal.
So Jaff wants to switch the footy, but can't, so he's forced to go long down the line to a contest. Young wanted the free kick, umpire says play on. At the bottom of the pack, got a nice hand pass out. It's going to be tackled here, though. But Cox did well just to get around the tackler. His hand pass, though, hit the boot of his Hawthorn teammate. Runs across the line. Will throw it in on the opposite side wing.
Moore was thinking, how much damage can I do in this tackle? They've got to lay it. Absolute sitting duck, Cox there, but was lucky to shake out.
So Reeves and Darcy. Reeves with a noticeable height advantage, but Darcy won the tap. Taken here by Sarong. Just dropped the footy. Running past it was Mitchell. Young's laid a big tackle. In fact, it's in the back. Free kick is going to go here. I think Dylan Moore on the far side. So Moore, he's been busy. That's a nice kick. Got a man in space running through. Is O'Meara. I reckon he shanked that kick.
I think he did, Tommy.
Ended up in the hands here of the youngster in Butler.
Off the knee, play on.
He's 60 out right in front. Can't kick that far, surely. Just pops it up to the top of the square. 3-on-1.
No, giving away a free kick. Didn't need to do it. It was Walker.
Was it there, Embers?
It was there, but he didn't need to do it, Walker, because it was a 3v1.
Liam Shields,
Harvey Norman replay, he was never going to be in the contest. There wasn't much in it, but once you take your eyes off the footy, it just allows the umpire to be able to see what was going on. Shields is going to go back 15 out and give another one to the Hawks.
He'll kick this straight in front. Liam Shields, the veteran. This will be all too simple. Goes back and nails it. High scoring game at Optus. Hawthorn have got 7. 7-1-43. The Dockers 5-3-33. The margin 10 points. 8 gone second term. Triple M, Joe, the scoreboard.
That was a deer in the headlights, wasn't it, for Butler, who just had no idea what he's going to do with the footy and then kicked it to a 3-on-1. And Walker took his eyes off the footy on the Harvey Norman. We've seen that not paid. He just took his eyes off Embers. I think that's the issue. You just took your eyes completely off the footy. Liam Shields just looked on the stats, never taken a contested mark in his life. Certainly didn't need to do that.
Well, the Hawks are running hot at the moment for Ream Hot Water. Built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install the Ream. And it's now a 10-point lead to Hawthorn. They've been terrific. Had a really slow start. In the first 5 minutes, couldn't get their hands on the footy. Now, through Nash, they'll go inside attacking 50 again. Pack will form back with a flight, though, Cox. Really good defender. Notice there are a few All-Australian teams mentioned during the week, and Cox's name didn't appear.
I think Brayshaw was probably the only walk-up.
Hasn't got the reputation over in the East, but as we know, we watch Cox very, very closely over here, and he's certainly an absolute star.
Stephen May might have put a hole in that theory as well about his position.
The problem is they're too even.
Yeah, they're so even.
All three of their defenders, Cox, line.
But all across the board, though. Their forward line, their small forward.
Griffin Logue's been really good in the back half, and he's had to push forward.
So nearly 10 minutes gone in this second term. The tap down through the hands of Fife. Darcy tried to kick it while he was being tackled. The Hawks now with the numbers, and they can't get it out of the congestion, so another ball up.
Side 50 is now 23-15 for the half in favour of the Hawks. After that slow start you mentioned, Locke, they've gone 22-9 in entries since that point on the Reds Atlantic stats.
Kick along the line and go to the hands of Scrimshaw, and it carried over the line. How many times does a player, like an old player, wear, say, number 14, Birchall, and then the next player comes along,
looks like him,
kicks like him.
I won't have that he plays like Birchall, though. Birch was an unbelievable.
But, left footer,
the mannerisms
looks similar.
Yeah,
exactly. So anyway, 5-3-33 plays 7-1-43. Tommy,
it's a boundary throw in, taken back across the line by O'Meara.
It's a friendly argument I have, Locke, with someone who says he plays like Birchall all the time. So he might play kind of, but Brett Birchall was an All-Australian fourth-time premiership halfback defender.
Yep.
Gee, he was a good player, Birch. We saw last week how fit he is. We've been the runner for Brisbane.
The boundary throw in. Half forward here, and Sarong taps it down. Fifey couldn't take it. Smothered kick from Aish. Ends up in the hands of Bukowski. That's a throw. Taken though by Fife. Umpire says play on. Ball not going far. Just push forward now for the Hawks. Trying to win it with a big tackle there. It's Hardigan. And we'll throw it in on the wing.
Really good game of footy we're seeing right now. Both sides have been really hard at it, but you just feel right now the Hawks are starting to get the game played in their forward half in this second quarter.
Darcy, nice tap down towards Mundy. He couldn't take it, but Fife does. That's some good footy. Hand pass nice to Sarong. Back to Mundy. Normally such a nice kick of the footy up towards Loeb, over the back. As your man Scrimshaw, Locke, takes a nice mark and uses the right boot. That's a dangerous kick, very Grant Birchall-like. It runs towards the line in front of Morrison and goes across. We'll throw it in, 40 out from goal.
Why use the right foot?
Yeah.
It's just, it makes no sense why you'd use your right foot there. You're a left footer, you've taken a mark. Yeah, that was a silly option.
12 minutes gone and still the Hawks by 10. Inside attacking 50. Darcy gathers. Switkowski to lob, and he slaps it on the boot. Into the pocket it goes. Sicily has taken the mark, now plays on. That was calm under pressure as he kicks it out of his defensive 50. The fist down will go into the hands of Bruce to Kaczynski. He has to quickly get it on his boot up towards right half forward. Running after his Callow. He's beaten to the footy though. And with the numbers, it's the Cox-Ryan combo. It's a Mundy in the middle of the ground. His kick is dangerous as well. Couple of poor disposals from Mundy. It'll be turned over. This is Shields who'll gather it. His kick up towards centre half forward. I think it might have been smothered off the boot. Now Clark will gather for Fremantle and spread it out wide. His kick won't hit the target. Scrimshaw up against Collier. Scrimshaw tackled and thrown over the boundary line. It was a good tackle, but no free kick coming either team's way. We'll throw it in right in front of the dugouts. Now, Bailey Smith has released a statement. Plenty of talk about him over the last 24 hours or so. If you want to check it out on the Triple M socials. Plus, we'll also talk about it at half-time.
Good tease from Locke. Some radio craft as Sarong comes in board to Fifey to Mundy, the old veteran combination. He comes in board to Clark. Back to Sarong in the middle of the ground. At the back of the pack, flying high is Walters. He got up, dropped it, picked up by Schultz. It runs for a goal. So Walters made a big contest. And Schultz, he just rolls it through. So the goals keep flying here at Optus. He's got 2. The Dockers have their 6. 6-3-39. Hawthorn 7-1-43. The margin 4 points. Triple M IGA Liquor scoreboard. IGA Liquor, where good food deserves a great drop.
Well, that's what you want inside forward 50 a contest, and Walters went for the big high mark. Didn't mark it, but did enough to be able to get that ball to ground. And Schultz, who was quiet last week after kicking 4 the week before against the D's, has got a couple today. And this game just continues to excite us.
18 goals now on Schultz for the year. The Reds Atlantic stats.
We know there's no bigger coach that loves Schultz than Sam Mitchell, who tried desperately to get him over the Hawks at the end of the season.
So ball's thrown up in the middle of the grounds. It'll come through off the foot of Mitchell up towards centre half forward. No one can take the mark. Sarong working hard. So too O'Meara tried to shrug off the tackle, then got the hand pass away. Cox is there. He's caught by 2 Hawks and then dragged to the ground. Well done, Tommy Mitchell. Laid a really good tackle on that occasion just outside his attacking 50 and will ball it up.
Next time. Rory going up. Sam, hold a metre.
So 60 out from Hawthorn's goal. Half-time not too far away. Lob's hand pass to Schultz, the goal kicker. Goes back by hand to Jordan Clark. He comes out wide to Akers, who's been a star on the wing. That kick is not so good, although it lands in the hands of Logue. Sicily tackled him just as he got the hand pass away. And Howe took it over the boundary line and then kept it in play. Did okay because Freo fans were wanting a free kick for deliberate. Now it's with O'Meara.
He was going to be gone too long.
He was going to be gone, but he just kept it in play. Scrimshaw kicks to the middle of the ground to Moore. Can the Hawks do something here? Lobs the hand pass to Nash. It'll bounce in front. Lob's got him. Just got the kick away. It went okay. Quick hands though. Shields has it. Shields from 50. Sends it on its way. It's bounced through from on a score. Wasn't a bad build-up from the Hawks, but just couldn't finish it off. 7-2-44, plays 6-3-39.
They take the game on next, don't they, Hawthorn?
Well, that's their mantra. Sam Mitchell said we're not going to be a boring team, and all year, minus maybe 1 or 2 games, they've really been competitive and been fun to watch.
So the kick out of the fence went over the head of Logue.
Just mistimed his leap a couple of times today, Griffin Logue, just running underneath the footy.
Hardigan kicks it inside 50. Mundy couldn't mark it. Coming out here, ends up the hands of Wingard from 40 on the left, snaps. And that's gone across the line. We'll throw it in forward pocket.
Luke Bruce finally getting a couple of touches. He went about a quarter and a half without any. 4 tackles though for him so far on the Reds Atlantic stats too.
So boundary throw in. Rory Lobb's back there. He's going to battle with Frosty. And Frost just tapped it down. Sharked though by a couple of players, and Pearce just tries to paddle it back towards the line. Wingard played for a free kick. Umpire says nothing doing. Throw it in again.
And Dave Mundy just having a few words to Chad Wingard there. Known to sort of play up for a free kick every now and then, and Dave Mundy might suggest that he should pop up.
16 gone. It's the Hawks that lead by 5 points. Boundary throw in again. Settles, comes to the back of the pack. Free kick's going to go, I think, to Freo here.
Dangerous tackle, Tommy, they reckon.
Taken by Will Brodie. His kick goes short, still inside his defensive 50. It's the far side to Ethan Hughes. Hard up against the line. He goes long with a high kick to the wing. Here's Logue again. Front of the pack goes up through his fingertips. Back of the pack is Mitchell for Hawthorn. Hand pass to back and the kick comes inboard. Been taken here by Mira. Wants to go quickly. Forced to go backwards to Howe. He's marked at centre of the ground. Being marked here by Blake Acres.
And running hard for him, O'Meara did really well on that occasion. He'll take another mark and chip it further afield. So good experience from the champ. Gives it to Moore, and then Moore will run to 70 and then kick it inside 50. Kazitsky. It was a beautifully measured kick. Pearce was off balance. Just couldn't get there to get the fist in, and the Hawks with a chance to kick their 8th of the afternoon.
Yeah, Jager O'Meara just inserted himself into this contest. We'll get his stats shortly for Red Z, but he's really one player that is lifting the Hawks. He's had a big second quarter, and Kaczynski has worked hard. The kick was just fantastic by Moore, and the space opened up, and Kaczynski lined up for his second now.
Hit the first for the Hawkers, and just leans back on that and missed it. That was a disappointing finish. Another one for the Hawks. They could have had a couple in the last minute or two. 7-3-45 plays 6-3-39 for Bob Jane Teamarts. Buy 3, get 1 free, and instant cash back from Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop and many more. bobjane.com.au. Hammer, any sights down there from you? 18 minutes gone in this second quarter.
It just looks like Fremantle are trying to block Hawthorn from using the corridor a lot. The ball gets switched and the Freo mids are really running from the other side of the ground to stop them coming back through. So Hawks are getting the job done in the contest, but Freo are making them go down the line a bit, which is taking away from their corridor use. Hasn't seemed to be working yet.
Thanks, Hammer. It's a boundary throw-in. 70 out from Hawthorn's goal. Lobb and Reeves go at it. Sarong at the bottom of the pack. Here's Newcomb. Doesn't want to take possession. The pressure came from Mundy. Mitchell getting dirty. Picks up the ball. His hand pass is a nice one. Just push it forward. But Brody laid a big tackle. The ball stops dead on Butler. And we'll throw it up.
Just to get back what Ember said, O'Meara 15 disposals, 5 clearances already in the game to go with 1 goal for the young Geraldton boy.
So Freo gets some run now. Sarong to Young to Aish to Walker through the middle of the ground. Out wide, he's Banfield on a lead. Goes up, takes a nice mark. In front of Birchall, mark 2. And Scrimshaw. To Banfield, 75 out. Runs around to his left. Kicks it inside 50. The back of the pack flying. Trying to take a nice mark. Swikowski couldn't. Falls to Banfield. Hand pass back. Little shimmy from Sarong. Back to Brody from 30. Straight in front. Snaps. And misses the right-hand side. 6-4-40. The margin now 5 points Hawthorn's way. 20 gone in the second term. Triple MIJ Liquor scoreboard.
Jazz taking it from the kick out. And then he'll just chip it over the top to Sicily. So starting to build a really rock-solid defence. Here's the Hawthorn Footy Club. And that kick was bounced off the chest of Nash. That was ugly stuff.
And the Harvey Norman not happy.
No.
Of course, bonus gift cards and selected products store-wide now at Harvey Norman, shopping store or online.
So 60 around will throw the ball back into play. It's in Freo's forward half of the ground. They trail at the moment by 5 points. The Hawks been terrific. Freo up to the challenge. Here's a little bit of a fumble though from Young. He goes back in to try and get it again. Lobb helping him out. Comes back to Mitchell. He hands it back to Howe, and Howe will just torpedo it up towards half forward through the hands of Callow. Couldn't take the mark. Cox does really well. Paddles it out to a bit of open space. Hughes will get there first and then bring it to this broadcast side. Spot on kick. Ryan takes the mark. Still at right half back though. Schultz makes a lead for him. Probably not the greatest option. Now he runs off the ground to add some fresh legs.
Doesn't Andy just pop up with those short 45s? I think that's 4 this quarter.
Amazing Andy Brayshaw. How many red Zs for him?
This will be number 17 on the red Z Nanny stats.
17. What'd you say, 13 in the first quarter, was it?
Only 4 in this quarter.
But I reckon they've all been nearly marked.
Yeah.
So the kick along the line, no one could take the mark. Akers will gather it. He just kept it in play. Fumbled mark from Hardigan. Now he's going to be tackled. And Walters, will he take the advantage? He was keen to come back though. So Logue did the tackling. got the holding the ball, and he'll go back from the angle. And you're right, he's just misjudged a few marks, Griffin Logue, so this might give him some confidence he needs.
Well, sometimes when you're inside forward 50, you put the pressure on, you get the liquor off your own ice cream.
Get the tongue out.
So I reckon Griffin Logue here be kicking from where the 50 meets the boundary line. We'll
That's
take
an
his
early
best
ice cream.
effort, but you know what? I'm going to back Griffin Logue here.
Okay. So kick right on the 50, as you said, from the boundary. It's a good-looking kick, but it's just snuck through to the near side. Minor score. Another one for the Dockers. They're 6-5-41. The Hawks 7-3-45. What sort of ice cream do you like?
Vanilla bean. Connoisseur. Vanilla bean. Just nice and simple,
Hey.
mate. Yeah.
That's boring. That is.
Is that an expensive ice cream?
Dare I say it's vanilla.
Got a nice mark taken out wide by Hawthorn. Been put in front of Frosty and Pearce in a one-on-one. Picks up the ball, Frost, and let go of it. Umpire says holding the footy. They moved that ball so quick inside their attacking 50. Just a couple of kicks. They turned it over now. Pearce has it. 30 out from his goal. Alex Pearce. The Dockers. Every time he kicks it, you get a bit concerned, but he found Mundy. Just inside his defensive 50, Dave Mundy. Hawks lead by 4 points, 24 gone. Second term. The rain stayed away as Mundy heads to the wing towards lob. Just punch from behind. Mitchell does the roving, did well. Had time. Hand pass to Reeves. Kicks it back inside 50, one-on-one. The punch came from Pearce. Frost tried to lay a Shepherd. Trying to shark the ball here as Bruce does well. Picks it up on the left, snaps around his body, nails it. He's a classy player, Luke Bruce, and he gets his first. Hawthorn now have 8 first half goals. They go to 8-3-51. The Dockers 6-5-41. That margin 10 points, 24 gone in the second term.
In any other team, and he is a superstar anyway, but when you had Rioli and Franklin... And
his numbers mean Rioli stand out. He's nothing against Rioli's numbers. Cyril had the magic eye.
But this guy,
he's a
how
genuine
good was
star.
that?
460, 470 goals.
He's an absolute ripper. Don't worry about
Kept
that.
his feet.
Small forwards the last 15, 20 years. Like Stephen Milne, Eddie Betts obviously stands out, but there's not many better than Luke Bruce.
He's a beauty, consistent goal kicker.
He hardly misses too.
Just right foot, left foot, just got the awareness to be able to swing either way because he knows where the pressure's coming from. This time went left and umpire didn't move.
So we're back in the middle. Brody gets another possession, gives it off to Brayshaw. His kick inside attacking 50 will be fumbled. Pressure will come from Schultz. There's an ordinary effort in the end by Day. Here's Scrimshaw, gets it to Newcomb. He was tackled as he just got rid of it to O'Meara. Tumbles one up towards half forward. Ryan's there to read it best. Kazitsky will put the pressure on as they run back to grab hold of it. Ryan slipped over and then stood up and got the kick away. That was pretty good, although the kick's going to land in the hands of Juff, and he's going to take the mark in the middle of the ground. Looks further afield. Taking the mark, Wingard. There's a man in the goal square. He could kick all the way that way. Decides to go into the pocket, though. Pack will form, and the mark's been taken, Callow. It was terrific. He was calling for it in the goal square.
Poor by Hughes.
And now he's taken the mark.
Hughes needed to find a body. The pass was only 45 metres. You stand in front when the ball's 65 metres away. Made it too easy for the ball to go over his head, and then you're out of position. Strong mark by Callow. He's taken 2 really strong marks so far today. Important kick now.
Just his 3rd game. He's looking for his first. From 15 metres out, he got a little nervous, X-Man. Just got a little nervous kicking for a goal, and he's kicked it straight across the face of goal. He'd be disappointed with that.
He would. That would have made it 16 points, Lock.
Yep.
2.5 minutes to go before half-time.
8-4-52.
They do this really well. Akers and Cox, one will block Howe, and then the ball will come out here. Here we go. There it is, bang, mark. It's too easy.
8-4-52, Tommy. Plays 6-5-41. The Hawks in charge by 11.
Just reading that Bailey Smith statement.
Yes, you're going to read it out at half-time for us?
I think Embers will do that.
Okay.
It's very detailed. As the kick now ends up with Load on the near side wing, comes in board. Young's just pushed off the footy. That was good play there by the youngster in Howe. Hand pass over the top, but going back here is Cox. He's got some time. Stripped of the footy though by Wingard. Hughes goes in. So does Mundy. Mundy shovels out a hand pass. Hughes gets it. His hand pass goes to Mitchell though of Hawthorn. Almost turned over. The Dockers put some pressure on here through Young. He just slides past the footy. Howe gets it again, and Wingard's is shoved over. That'll be high. So a couple of bad decisions from Ethan Hughes.
Plenty of space inside 50. There's a lead to Kaczynski. Didn't pull the trigger, Chad.
So Wingard's got it 50 out against the boundary line.
Hasn't got the longest kick you've ever seen.
Pressure's been so good from Hawthorn in this second term. Wingard just puts it to the top of the square. A massive pack forms. Ball finds the hand.
Oh, he's got to get rid of it.
He's tackled and does. Goes to Brayshaw. His hand pass was good to Hughes. Bit of candy from Hughes, and he comes out wide towards Lowe.
They come out the back towards Walters. He gathers it, runs up towards the wing. The hand pass, a good one to Switkowski. Got Fifey inside 50. Switter's kicked it out to his right. It'll bounce up towards Fife. Tight to the boundary. Decides to run it through for a minor score. Switter, what are you doing? Put it on his chest.
Yeah, it wasn't a great kick by Fife either.
Jeepers, Switter.
Get off Switter's back.
Just, hit him. Maybe that was a set play. Allow Fife to mark the ball inside 40-50. Get it over the top and allow him to run it on.
The Hawks worked it up towards half-forward Embers.
They butchered it.
An absolute butcher.
Now Ryan's taken a mark and a short one to Clark, and then Clark will chip it around, so half-time will come. That was disappointing. What was happening with Elite X-Man? The Elite Switkowski misses his target.
Well, there was two elites named by Champion Data small forward. They're both playing today.
Yes,
Switkowski, no, in terms of the ones that stood out as being unusual.
Yep.
Moore and Switter.
Yeah. So Walker's kick towards the wing will come out the back. Newcomb to Moore. That man we're talking about, to Sicily. Another start. Kaczynski. And he's taken the mark inside the centre square.
He's got a big kick too.
And he's got a big hoofer. Embers.
Firing.
Out of 10. Embers, whether he can kick it. He's probably 90.
I'm going to give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
He might have to FaceTime his cousin if he kicks this.
Big Tory from 65 or even further, you reckon?
He's too longer.
He's going to go to Tory from the centre of the ground. Sends it on its way. It's spiralling nicely towards the goal square. Just a little short. Nice kick, though. Hawks fans will be happy with that first half from their team. They're 8-4-52. They lead the Dockers by 10, 6-6-42. We'll talk about Bailey Smith in just a few moments. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for IGA Liquor, where good food deserves a great drop.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M rocks footy.
built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Triple M is your home of the Marty Sheargold Show.
I read out the title of a TV series with every word changed by a thesaurus.
Good.
Condiment swine.
Peppa Pig.
Yes!
Marty, yes!
Pepper? I was thinking saucy pig.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking saucy pig too, but then I didn't like thinking about myself like that.
The Marty Sheargold Show. Weekdays from 6 on Melbourne's 105.1 Triple M.
Ream, Australia's favourite hot water. Steady, hot and strong.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Make this end of financial year a safe one at Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3 tyres, get 1 free, and get up to $100 instant cash back on these top brands such as Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop, and the Bob Jane All-Rounder. Buy any 4 Monster wheels and off-road tyres and enter to win a fantastic OzTrack camper trailer. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce, and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru, live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
2 succulent beef patties, crunchy lettuce, tangy pickles, and onion, all oozing with special sauce. The Big Mac. It's the burger equivalent of a mic drop. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Steel Solutions, Houston speaking.
Houston, we have a problem.
Okay, settle down. What's happened?
My wife's mother is coming and she wants me to fix the carport, side gate, and put a retaining wall across the backyard.
Relax, mate. We've got all the steel you need, and we'll even cut the steel to the lengths you want. You don't have to pay any extra, and you can have it delivered or pick it up.
Houston, we don't have a problem anymore.
That's kind of why they call us Steel Solutions.
Steel Solutions. The steel you need when you need it. Sunshine, Bayswater and Springvale. steelsolutions.com.au.
At Liquorland, there's always great value. Like a bottle of Hendrick's Gin 700ml for just $69. So head into your local Liquorland today or shop online and collect your order in just 30 minutes. T's and C's apply. Details online.
The abuse of older people is hard to talk about, but it's a form of family violence, and it's unacceptable. Often it's committed by a daughter, a son, or a loved one, and what starts out small doesn't always stay that way. If you or someone you know is experiencing elder abuse, talk with a trusted family member or your GP. For more information, visit respectvictoria.vic.gov.au. Respect older people. Call it out. Supported by the Victorian Government.
We're Brandt. We're still your local John Deere dealer. We're still here to help you build your own success. From produce farming to hobby farms and all your turf needs, Brandt has you sorted. We're the same people you've always known, just with a different shirt.
News just in. So, you can save 15% on your first year's premium when you purchase a new comprehensive car insurance policy online from Budget Direct. Come on, Australia. It's time you switch to Budget Direct.
Issuer Auto and General Insurance Company Limited. Read PDS and TMD at budgetdirect.com.au to decide if products suit you. Discount applies to your first year's premium for a policy purchased online. Individual circumstances and policy terms may vary. Compare for yourself.
Get a quote now with Budget Direct.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This halftime break for Bosch 18-volt bi-turbo brushless tools. One battery, corded power, backed by a 6-year warranty guarantee.
10 points to margin. The Hawks have come to play here in the West. 8-4-52. They lead the Fremantle Dockers 6-6-42. It's half-time. The fans are loving a bit of Sweet Caroline. It's a good Triple M song. X-Man?
Oh, I love this song.
Yeah, it is a great
Absolutely
song.
love it, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed it. I just come back with the party pies.
I know you have.
What's happened here?
How many are you going for today?
No, just have, well, it depends. I'll probably have a couple extra.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know when I'll eat next.
Yeah. So what's planned tonight, just before we get stuck in this game? Have
McDonald's on the way home, and then what
Macca's
happens
on
after
my own,
that?
via Harvey Norman, all that sort of stuff. I don't plan.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Are you have you got anybody you're catching up with?
Yeah. Got a couple up the sleeve, yeah.
All right.
No, I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know is that the wife's clearly in Broome. Just got to update them that one of the kids was a pain in the backside on the plane.
Right.
So,
are you a stay-at-home or you a go-out kind of person?
Spread the wings. But not a nightclub. No, thank you.
No, not
sport,
no hips.
Yeah, sporty and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, a bit of footy.
Have you been given the leave pass? Like, have you?
Well, she's not here.
Given the leave pass.
Well, you know, she's
9
happy
days
for you to go out.
I go when she's here if I have to. What's she want me to sit at home while she's in Broome? I've actually I've worked the corner for almost 6 years to pay for a week in Broome. Most expensive joint in the world.
It is the
I could have flown to Paris, got married, flown back with a diamond ring, and still been cheaper than going to Broome.
Got divorced.
No, you hang on now.
He'll still be in front.
Got divorced, half my house to her, and still been in front.
All right, this is the halftime break for Bosch Power Tools. Bosch 18-volt bi-turbo brushless tools with one battery, corded power, backed by a 6-year warranty guarantee. Give us a quick summation of that first half, Andrew.
Yeah, really good game of footy. Fremantle got out of the blocks, but then Hawthorn started to control the game. Hard and tough. It's high scoring, which has been really good to see. Both sides getting looks inside forward 50 early on. Hawthorn's set shot goal kicking just outstanding in this second quarter. Fremantle, they certainly, again, had their chances, probably missed a couple, overused it at times, but just looked like Hawthorn was starting to get in control of the game, certainly getting the game played in their forward half. Won the inside 50s by 6 in that second quarter. Kicked 3 goals, could have easily been 5 or 6 as well. So it's a hard, tough game at the moment. Both sides really having a fair dinkum crack. O'Meara, we spoke about him. He was really good in that first half. Had a big second quarter as well with the 8 disposals. And for Fremantle, Brayshaw a little bit quieter in that second quarter, but he's had a big game so far. Only the 6 in that quarter, goes with his 13 in the first, so 19 for him. Nat Fyfe spent a little bit time inside forward 50, a little bit time on ball. Hasn't had a big impact on the game. Had a little opportunity late in that second quarter. The kick from Switkowski wasn't great, but probably could have, maybe dribbled one through. Would have been good for his confidence. But, geez, really good contest so far. Both sides certainly in the second half.
All right, X-Man, you just, how many more? You got to go 3 more pies?
Yeah.
Tasty, aren't they? I love pies and stuff.
I thought they were a bit off today, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'll go back to my lady who's there every week and just say maybe a little bit more heat through.
Oh, okay, not hot enough.
I tell you what, free pies and he's complaining.
Feedback's your friend.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, he's got to feed himself up for the big night.
Doggy bag, you reckon? Takes a couple
No. I'll get 4 of these in a minute. I'll see you at breakfast time.
All right. Amy Clangers, who covers Clangers on and off the field? Amy does.
Low, good spoil. He's Banfield 4 last week. Snaps it straight in front and he's missed. I think. No, he's got it.
Norton 2, Tom.
I tell you what, Richard Champion's on his way. He's just made the phone call.
They're setting up the home studio.
Amy Clanger are calling up and saying, yeah, please, more Tommy.
How much did Embers enjoy somebody else?
Oh, Mickey Barlow last week got it. Tommy this week.
Tommy's first one, though.
No,
Tommy's first one.
Because they didn't want to give him one. Remember the Cox first ever goal and you called him...
He called Tracy goal and it was Brendan Cox.
Yeah,
he's had a couple.
So they massaged you, and now bugger it, you can have one.
Tell you what, if you and Giles is listening, old Tommy over here taking the PISS at the moment. He's starting to really get ahead of himself.
We're a team. We're a team here.
I'm all for push and shove, but not putting him under a bus.
Tell you what, I spoke to Ewan yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Yeah.
He's our boss, of course.
Yes. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I must check in with him.
Has he paid your bills yet?
I've always had a theory, if you don't hear from the boss, it's a good thing.
No news is good news, you reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, Ewan, how are you, mate? Very good boss, Ewan. No, it was one of the best.
Yeah, Choice Hotels around the grounds. Need a break, book direct and save choicehotels.com. We are going to the Brisbane and Saints game. Bad news, Tommy. Champs, he's out of action.
Is he?
Yeah, so he won't be calling tonight. Liam Flanagan, Brett Thomas.
Yeah.
Good man.
Do a good job.
Man. Simon Black, Brownlow medalist, and the magnificent Belinda Mellon will be part of that team. It's 10 points to margin here. We're going to talk about Barney Smith in just a few moments. We'll go into details about what's happened overnight. The Hawks are 8-4-52. The Dockers 6-6-42. Beauty of a game here out west for McDonald's. And Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy.
That halftime break for Bosch 18-volt bi-turbo brushless tools. 1 battery, corded power. Backed by a 6-year warranty guarantee.
From Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M Rocks Footy.
At the M's, we're excited. We just love music. And amongst us, we've got plenty of opinions. Trust me, after a couple of Friday drinks, we can debate Brian versus Bon, Liam versus Noel. And you don't want to be around the water cooler for a Beatles versus Stones chat. But as much as we love our own opinion, we value yours more. Vote now at triplem.com.au. Rock's greatest hit 600 countdown starts Monday on Triple M.
The McChicken is simply simple. No bells or whistles. Just a crispy chicken patty and fresh lettuce smothered in creamy McChicken sauce. Hey, we said no bells and whistles. McChicken. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Available after 10:30am.
With an average return of 9.25% per annum for the past 37 years, it's good to know Cbus are making your money work as hard as you.
Is that for shift workers, factory workers, builders and mechanics?
Yep, anyone who does hard work.
Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. To consider if Cbus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for a PDS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru, live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
It's value the Australian way at Coles with great fresh specials this week. Like creamy Hass avocados, 100% Aussie and 3 for just $4. This week at Coles. Offer ends Thursday.
Get the biggest brands at the lowest prices. Head to Chemist Warehouse today and save on big brand vitamins like Thompson's Organic Zinc 80 tablets, $9.99. Blackmore's Horseradish Garlic Plus C 90 tablets, $18.99. Microgenics Mega B Complex 120 tablets, $22.99. And stay on top of your health with Ostalin Calcium and Vitamin D3 300 tablets, $28.99. For great savings every day, come home to Chemist Warehouse.
At Liquorland, there's always great value, like a bottle of Kim Crawford Chardonnay for just $15. So head into your local Liquorland today or shop online and collect your order in just 30 minutes. T's and C's apply, details online.
All right, here we go.
If this is how swimming with a great white shark sounds, imagine how it feels. Shark cage diving on the Eyre Peninsula. Perfect for those who want a little more. South Australia. Rewards wonder.
Good blokes don't abuse female umpires. Great blokes call it out. Triple M stands against umpire abuse.
Hello, David Dolan here with your news briefing. AFL star Bailey Smith has issued an apology after being photographed holding a bag of white powder. The picture is from late last year when the Western Bulldogs player admits he spiralled out of control, leading to poor decision-making. He says he's aware he's made mistakes but has vowed to do better. The club says it doesn't condone players being involved with illicit substances, but says it will support Smith's health and well-being. Blizzard-like conditions are expected across our alpine regions into tonight as a severe weather front impacts southeast Australia. The Bureau has issued a warning for dangerous wind gusts of up to 130 k's an hour for parts of Tasmania, eastern Victoria and New South Wales. The Tamil asylum seeker family's bid for permanent residency is a step closer. A welcome home party has been held today for the family in the Queensland town of Biloela after 4 years locked away in detention. They remain on bridging visas, but Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has hinted that won't be for long.
The only way that it could happen is for the way that it has the visa being issued, and then that application will go through, but I see no impediment to that occurring.
And a Canadian man has been charged after $22 million worth of drugs were allegedly hidden in his luggage. Border Force uncovering around 24 kilos of ice inside 7 shoeboxes during a check at Melbourne Airport this week. The 76-year-old claimed it was salt.
Telstra's end of financial year sale is now on. Get $15 a month credit for 6 months on selected home internet plans. Visit Telstra in-store or online to find out more.
A shower or two in Melbourne, down to 9 degrees tonight. More showers tomorrow and a top of 12. Might get a shower on Monday. Our listener app is the new home of Triple M. Join up to listen live or on demand now.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade, supporting tradies with over 120 stores, expert teams and a huge range of electrical products and services. Beacon makes every tradie's job easier.
So it's still a 10-point margin. Second half not too far away here at Optus Stadium. The Hawks 8-4-52. They lead the Fremantle Dockers 6-6-42. This is the halftime break for Bosch Power Tools. Bosch 18-volt bi-turbo brushless tools. One battery, corded power backed by a 6-year warranty guarantee. So much has happened over the last, less than 24 hours. In fact, probably overnight, X-Men. Photos of Bailey Smith on social media revealing seemingly all, and we've been waiting to see whether the Western Bulldogs will talk or Bailey Smith will talk, but in the end Bailey's come through with a bit of a social media comment.
Did he speak or just a written statement?
So just a written statement. Tommy, read it out for us.
I've recently been made aware of the presence of a social media content that shows me with an illicit substance. In confronting this, the temptation is to speak in vague generalities and avoid the issue. However, I'm determined to learn lessons of my past and be a better person in the future. After much reflection, I'm now in a position to confess to indulging in behaviours in late 2021, of which I am deeply ashamed. I do not have an excuse for those behaviours. However, the state of my mental health over that period post-grand final dramatically deteriorated. I spiralled out of control, leading to poor decision-making and actions at all time. All of this resulting in leave I took from the football club and pre-season training. I know I have obligations beyond myself, not just contractually, but in terms of the example I set. I've made mistakes. I'm very aware of this. I apologise to my family, teammates, club sponsors, AFL, etc. I've made mistakes, but I'll try and learn from them and move on.
So he's owned it. I think he was going pretty hard on social media. He's the biggest athlete in Australia. NRL, AFL, A-League, whatever you want to call it. He's the biggest profile in Australia, and I've said it for 2 years. I've worried about Bailey Smith, and hopefully for no other reason that he's that big. He is so big that he's made a mistake. A lot of people have made mistakes. So hopefully that time off he had, and you don't know what you hope since the mental health break that those substance that he was using is stopped, and hopefully he's out for 2 weeks already with suspension. I'd love to hear a story that hasn't gone near it for a long period of time, and that's the last we hear of it, and he's back on track. So
I like the fact that he's owned it.
His social life was taking control.
Yeah,
Blind man Freddie could see that on socials.
Yeah.
So wish him all the best.
And a lot of pressure coming with, and I'm not making excuses, but a lot of pressure coming here. You've said it. He's just a marketing. He's probably the biggest most marketable player in the competition.
I'm not going to tick it off, but he's certainly not the only person who's the age of 21 or whatever doing things like that they shouldn't be doing, and he's going to wear the brunt of it. Will he be punished by the AFL? I don't know whether that's been.
Well, they've launched an investigation, so they'll speak to Smith in the next few days and then come back with their findings. Do you think he'll get a punishment?
Well, punishment enough might be some of the commercial sponsors that might drop off.
Yeah, I think the AFL will probably give him a week or two.
So you get 2 already up, so we're getting maybe 4 total.
Well, I think the other 2 with his suspension with the headbutt has got nothing to.
No. So I mean, he's already done for 2.
Yeah.
So you reckon on top of that another
couple of weeks?
Yeah,
sounds like it. Hey, if you are struggling, check out beyondblue.org.au, and if you need any support, make sure you catch up with mates, talk to mates, friends.
A lot of people make mistakes, and you just got to bounce back from it and apologise to the right people. And don't worry, he'll be feeling as low as anything today. So all the best to Bailey, and hopefully we hear just good stories from here on out.
Yeah, margin's 10 points Hawthorn's way, almost about to start the second half. And, of course, we're here for Beacon Trade, supporting tradies with over 120 stores nationwide. Expert trade teams and exclusive trade services, a huge range of lights, fans and electrical accessories, making every tradie's job easier. Beacon Trade, let's make light work. It's Hawthorn by 10 points. Here's Lockie Reed with the third quarter.
Getting a little gloomy above, hoping the rain stays away. The tap down from Darcy to Newcombe, but it'll come back into the hands of Nash for the Hawks. He'll kick it up towards right half forwards. Zitsky out after it. His hand pass will miss the target though. Akers under pressure, held without the footy. Shields is trying to kick it off the ground. The hand pass will come back into his hands. He decides to just chip it about 10 metres away. It'll come off okay, although caught in a really good tackle was Butler. He lost possession. And the free will go Sarong's way. Good little tackler, this man. And as the ex said, potential leader of the footy club, along with Andy Brayshaw. We've just got so many great little men. As he chips towards Brayshaw, and he comes out wide to the boundary. Beastie, a couple of stats as we wait for this ball to work down the ground.
Those 2 guys in particular, Brayshaw coming up to number 20, Sarong now 18 with 9 contested and 4 clearances in that first term too on the Reds Atlantic stats. And if we're looking at the Hawks, Mitchell leads the way with 16 disposals, 1 clearance for him. O'Meara 15 with 5 clearances, 4 inside 50s and 1 goal. Howe had the 11 with 1, and Moore had 10 possessions with 2.
I do find it interesting Tom Mitchell starting on the bench. Almost every third quarter this year he starts on the pine. You wonder why after 20 minutes sitting down.
So once again, Butler tries to get another possession. Reds Head lending loans for the self-employed. Beastie doing a great job as per normal. Here's Newcombe with the footy. Hand passes into the face of Akers, and it goes over the line and out of bounds again. So the Hawks are 8-4-52. They lead the Dockers 6-6-42. 1.5 minutes gone in this third term.
What does Freo have to do here, lads, in the third term to get back on track?
I just think they need to slow Hawthorn down. You can't let Hawthorn get to 100 At this rate, they're going to get well to 100. So, yeah, they just simply need to stop handballing like that too and get it forward quickly.
So Sarong got a clearance, but he turned it over, and Butler, the youngster, kicks it inside 50. Running on Koshitsky. The pressure came from behind, and he fumbled it across the line. 30 out, we'll throw it in. Downstairs, Hamish Brayshaw.
Yeah, obviously not a lot of time at the halftime break to get rubs down in the rooms, because a few of the boys are out here getting them now. Bailey Banfield's just had about 3 or 4 minutes of work on his left groin, so we'll see how that one goes.
Down there for Bob Jane T-Marts. Thrown in. Shark by Akers off the tap. Kicks it to the wing. Going back. Nice mark by Logue. Went back with the pack and took it on his chest. Hand pass to Walters. He goes to half forward. His kick, though, no good. Rolls in front of Collier. Throw it in. 60 out for the Dockers goal. They trail by 10 points. 2.5 gone in the first term.
Reds had leading stats on Nat Fyfe in that first half too. 11 disposals, 2 clearances for him.
Unsighted, would we say, really, though, for Fyfe?
It hasn't had a huge influence.
The influence has been down.
For a Friday night, score yourself an absolute Macca's Legends. The McChicken, order via McDelivery today. McDelivery is available in select locations as the ball's thrown back into play. Once again, Newcombe all over it, but hand passed it straight to Fyfe, who's 60 out from his attacking goal. And the umpire says, give it to me, we'll ball it up one more time.
Great timing with that Macca's read lock.
Thank you very much. Here's Fyfe again, another legend as the Macca's coffee comes into the commentary box. Did you get yours, X? Here's Diath, who's caught in a good tackle by Schultz, and we're 30 out from goal now.
Switkowski's done well in the air tonight for Fremantle. Just been able to just out of position, get the ball to ground. He's come back and shown courage at particular times as well.
So quick kick away. Will come to the top of the 50, sliding, trying to take the mark was Akers. He couldn't. Collier puts his hands over it, but Jath does really well. Here's Shields, who helps him out with the kick. Up the line it goes, and Ryan stands underneath it. He is the complete player, this man in defence. Luke Ryan for the Dockers. Chips it now to Young. And Young now has it. The youngster, still 10 points. The Hawks lead it. We've travelled now 4 minutes in this third term.
Akers has just dropped Jake behind the footy, and he's going to get suspended too.
We'll check out the Harvey Norman.
He hasn't moved.
Has not moved, and the ball is about 10 metres away from him, and he's now on his haunches.
Yeah, so I watched that. So he went down before Akers, and it was just a bit of a payback here, and he's just lined Jath up, and
just giving him the point.
Should have been a free kick. That was, here we go, and now they're after Akers too.
And Akers has been tackled, but he just got the hand pass away. Young kicks inside, attacking 50. There's going to be a free kick, and advantage rule. Walters goals. Good response from Freo. They needed that. Keep themselves in the hunt. 5 gone. And a goal to Michael Walters, of course, missed last week with hamstring awareness. 7-6-48. The Dockers, they trail the Hawks 8-4-52, 4 points to margin.
Yeah, just a free kick there. They said blocking. Walters, not a lot in that really. Harvey Norman replay at all, but Sonny picks it up and on the goal line, dribbles it through. Oh, yeah, actually.
Bit high?
Yeah, a little bit high. Yeah, a little bit high. Second time round.
Cardigan on Griffin Logue there, so Griffin Logue was awarded the free kick, but Michael Walters takes the advantage.
Doesn't that annoy you?
Yeah.
In the goal square.
I think Griffin Logue's okay. The defenders, they're not after kicking big goals, when they go forward. But
Griffin Logue's a defender, and now he's in the forward line.
Michael Walters.
Tabernar's got to come back.
Good news for Hawthorn is Jath is up and looks okay. So Darcy just tapped it to clean space. Newcomb's going to run onto it, though, for the Hawks and does well. He's a good player, this kid. Has a bounce, runs back into the middle. Hand pass to Jath. Some overlap from behind. Has a bounce. Just has the one. Wants to have a second, but he's run too far. Might be concussed. He forgot. He's got to bounce it. And that's going to be 52, I reckon. I think the kid needs a break. He's just thrown it back. And to make things worse, it's Akers too.
It's a bit unlucky. He's throwing the ball back, and Akers is just treading back really hard as well.
Kicks inside 50 towards Lob. He stretches up. Can't mark. The spoil from Sicily. Goes to... going back there in Scrimshaw, and the kick out wide now from O'Meara goes to Moore at half back to Morrison. His hand pass came to Day. His left foot kicks a flower bag to half forward. It's going to be okay though for Frost, but he can't pick it up with his bootlaces, and Mundy has it for Freo. Goes to Brodie by hand to Clark under pressure, holding the footy.
He thought he had all day there, Clark. He was too slow. He had to be stronger in the contest. Give it first go. Turns it over.
Free kick goes to Butler. Swings it inside to the middle of the ground. Now out wide here is Howe. He's got a man on in wing guard. Can he get up in time? He can't.
We saw him drain one from 50 in the first quarter.
So he's going to be 55 out this time.
That's your line.
He's not going to go back, is he?
45-degree angle for Daniel Howe. You got to back him in, don't you, X?
Oh, he gave it a thump. First turn, but only just got over the line, but he's backing himself in. So I'll back him in. He'll kick this.
Daniel Howe was goalless for the season. Before this, 55. Needs a big kick. Has it got the carry? It's on line. Just touched. It stays in play. And the Dockers force it across now for one behind. 8-5-53 the Hawks. Dockers 7-6, 48. 5-point margin, 7.5 in the third term.
Good on you, Tommy. Short pass is a good one. And Ryan's taken the mark. He has it in the left back pocket. Akers leads for him. He decides to go a little longer than that to the tall timber. It's Darcy. In front was Lobb. He couldn't take it. Newcomb hovering. Now it's with Mitchell. Received a hand pass from Howe and he bobs it inside attacking 50. Coxie up there with the big fist up. O'Meara had to stand and wait, then got the hand pass away to a teammate who was taken high by Clark. And the free will go Hawthorn's way, and it's Moore. Gives it up to Scrimshaw from 45. It's touched, nearly a mark on the goal line. Hughes is there to save the day. Cox in amongst the action again. Gets the hand pass away to Akers. Akers kicks towards the boundary line. In fact, kicks over the line and out of bounds. Hardigan will take the free kick just forward of the wing.
Have we seen a replay yet of the Akers and Jaff?
No.
They'll look at it because he just ran straight at him and just shirt fronted him.
So the kick inside 50 goes through the hands of Cox. Here's Akers again doing a lot of work in the defensive half of the ground. He snaps around the corner, touch. Mundy's taken the mark. Now has to get rid of it very quickly. Good hand pass out wide to Ryan. And then through the legs of Schultz. Bit of a nutmeg as it bounced through his legs and over the line and out of bounds. Bob Jane T-Mart's hammer on the boundary.
Yeah, just back to that Akers-Jaff one. Jaff was waiting front and centre of the long down the line kicking, and Akers just sort of got him without really expecting it. So I don't think personally there was much in it. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Take your purple glasses off, Hammer.
Got to take my purple badge off, the young Andy Brayshaw.
He copped one just earlier, Hammer. I was watching Akers copped one earlier when had his head over the football. Thought it might have been a little bit deliberate.
Oh, and levelled up.
So that's what it was. It was a level up.
Venom in it.
But poor old Jaff, I think we might have been the wrong guy.
Hamish there for Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free and instant cash back on Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop and many more. BobJane.com.au as the Hawks go inside 50. At the back though is Ryan. Did well. Nice little tap. Found Akers. Hand pass to Walker. Back to Akers. Little 1-2. It's the middle of the ground to Brayshaw. Back to Akers. Just racking up the touches as Blake Akers. Now he kicks a high one. Inside 50. Here comes Logue. Drops the mark. Hand pass off. Walters should kick this. And he does. Sonny's got 2. Some nice playoff halfback from Blake Akers. And the veteran finished it off nicely. And the Dockers get back in front, 8-6-54, Hawthorn 8-5-53.
He's had a big quarter, Blake Akers, but I reckon Griffin Logue at the moment, he's done a couple of good things in this quarter, and if I'm Michael Walters, I'm going up to him at the end of the game and I'm saying, I owe you, mate, because he's given Michael Walters 2 goals in 5 minutes, and I reckon Mickey Walters might have to return the favour very soon.
Beast, what are the game inside 50s, mate, if you've got them sitting there?
39-26 in favour of the Hawks.
Yeah, and it feels like that. And also, taking into account the first 10 minutes of the game where it was all Fremantle, they bounced back quickly then from back pocket. Blake Akers just took off. They needed it. I felt like Hawthorn were winning the arm wrestle there for a while. Fremantle back in front.
300 goals for Michael Walters. Thus the cheer from the Fremantle faithful. Darcy paddles it to himself. Good play by the big man to Sarong. Switkowski. Collier from 45 has pushed it across the face. That was good work. That was Luke Jackson-like from
Luke Jackson-like, you
in
reckon?
the grand final when he paddled it out in front of himself, then gave it off the hand pass. They didn't kick the goal like the Demons.
Inserting Melbourne again, Lock.
Yeah,
always back to that grand final.
Yeah. Hasn't that club fractured over the last couple of days, Lock?
They'll be fine. They'll be showing a bit of fighting spirit.
I'm staying out of this conversation, boys.
Still got the Premiership Cup. Anyone want to take them off it? Anytime. Ball thrown back into play. Dockers are keen to do that right now. The fans finding some voice. The kick will go forward up towards the top of the 50 with the numbers. Freo. Pearce did the punching up against Kazitsky. Mundy's having a bit of a shocker today. Now it's with Morrison. 45 out. Good response, Hawks. Morrison standing and delivering. They're up to the challenge, Hawthorn. They're 9-5 now, 59. They lead the Dockers 8-7-55, and that is on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard, supporting tradies with over 120 stores, expert teams, huge range of electrical products and services. Beacon makes every tradie's job a little easier.
Well, Dave Mundy knows what it feels like to be like me.
Yeah.
He's having a dog of a day.
He's had a bad day.
He's having a shocker.
Yeah.
He's made a couple of mistakes with kicks inside the corridor, and then that one there just
a bad bounce.
Bit laconic.
Yeah.
But you know what? When Dave Mundy's on, he's just gone straight through that footy.
But he's such a good player. It doesn't matter if it bounces up or dribbles at his toes, he vacuums them up. But today, it's just bounced too high. It's come off the boot wrong. Unfortunately, though, for Hawthorn, there's still another quarter and a half for Dave to do something about it.
Seabus Super looking after the lads this afternoon, Embers and Zave. Seabus Super making hard work pay off.
Fifey just gone on ball, said, you push out to a wing, Dave.
Throw it up for a second time, and Darcy takes it out of the middle himself. Hand pass was good to Sarong, to Brody. He's been quiet on the left to half forward. Schultz one-on-one. He did well. Just got rid of Hardwick, but then ran across the line. Hawks want deliberate. Umpire says throw it in. 60 out from Freo's goal.
Will Brody 10 disposals in the game so far. Obviously came in averaging 28. So he's probably the one noticing it the most with Fifey back, I would say, on the Reds Atlantic stats.
Thanks, Beastie. Is Darcy nice to Sarong, to Akers, to the pocket. Logue, first grab, can't get a second. Sicily takes it across the line. 20 out from Freo's goal. They trail by 4 points. 14 minutes gone in the third term.
Look at the numbers of these superstar pairs in the middle. 23 for Sarong, 21 for Brayshaw. O'Meara on the other side with 21, and Mitchell with 19 for the Hawks too.
Here's Akers. He's had a big third term. He's going to cap it off with a goal. He's been in defence through the middle of the grounds. And now gets a 6-pointer. Blake Akers, 9-7-61. That is Fremantle score. 9-5-59. The Hawthorn Footy Club.
Disposals for Blake Akers in this third quarter, Beast.
I was just tracking him down. 19 for the game he's got. He's up to 11 now in this quarter. And
he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
His career's just taken a huge leap this year.
Yeah, and this by absolutely no way he's having a shot at O'Meara, Mitchell, Sarong or Brayshaw. But their numbers are so big. But Blake Akers has been the one who's really getting Fremantle going in this quarter.
He's got a bit of footy behind the plate in this quarter, Blake Akers, but he's prepared to actually get back, but then work forward, get the 1-2s.
Beat us game.
He's giving them something.
He's getting
a bit of run and drive.
I'm a 70-metre player. Yeah. He gets a handball, takes it on, then sends it.
550 metres game.
Already in the game.
Most by 200 metres.
Jeepers.
So we go again, Fifey in the centre. That was great work, veteran work from Fifey. Got the clearance to Mundy, goes towards lob, one-on-one, tacked it down, picked up by Logue, did well, sharked it, wants a runner, has got one, Fikowski, a late hand pass into Banfield goal. So Griffin Logue with Sharp then as a forward. And it's finished off in style. The Dockers get a couple inside 60 seconds. This game just keeps piling on the goals. 10-7-67, Hawthorn 9-5-59. The margin 8 points, 15.5 gone, third term.
Yeah, Kyle Hardigan just getting his Hawks in at the moment. His defenders just giving him a good old rant, but it's just a good centre bounce clearance. There was the old dogs too. Nat Fife strong in the contest to his mate Dave Mundy, and Griffin Logue. He's been in everything this quarter. He certainly deserves his lick of the ice cream soon, because he's the one player that stood up inside forward. 53 assists and 3 goals to Fremantle.
I think we might have talked about it earlier in the week. Ex-Taberner, I don't think he's a guarantee to come straight back in the team at the moment.
No,
Seriously,
I'm
serious.
The risk of soft tissue, he's done a lot.
Always
early.
getting injured.
And Griffin Logue's doing a role that...
Providing a target, attacks the footy, gives them something a little different. Here's Fife trying to fire up his team even more. They're out by 8 now, the Fremantle Dockers. It's been a good start to the third term. Switkowski, his hand pass a little loose though. The Hawks, Jath will take it. Tried to fend off Switter. Just got the hand pass away. Mitchell's there. Little 1-2 with Nash, and then he'll spread it out wide. And Howe's taken the mark. He'll kick it further afield. And bounce in front of Moore. He just has some time to measure a kick up towards half forward. Pack will form. There's going to be a free kick. It'll be a free kick Freo's way. Luke Ryan will take it.
Yeah, Hold was there, grabbed his arm in the contest on the Harvey Norman.
Pete, really good, Fremantle in this third quarter. They are just flexing their muscles right now. 4 goals to 1. They've just turned this game on its head.
So the short pass is a good one to right half back. Sarong with another touch. You'll lose count in a moment, Beastie, for the Reds heads.
24 now.
Jeepers, that's a good game. The tap down. Hardigan caught in a tackle by Collier. Couldn't get rid of the footy, and the umpire says, give it to me, far side of the ground, wing position. We'll have a ball up. Aish getting up. No, Fife it is, getting up a little slowly. 10-7-67, the Dockers, 9-5-59, the Hawks.
So clearance almost went Hawthorn's way, but Bruce ran past the footy, and Sarong got it. Hand pass comes to Fife, runs out of room, we'll throw it in. Almost smack bang on the wing, far side. Over near the Camfield over there, if you know up the stadium. So Reeves and Darcy will go at it. It defeats Brodie and Fife. And Mira. And youngster and Butler's there as well, but it comes out to Jaff. He runs through the middle of the ground. It's a high kick to no one in particular. Walker doesn't want to go back with courage. Bounce in front of Koschitzky. Pearce did well. Just tap it down to Aish. Now goes to Walker. He's got time. Delivers and finds Banfield.
Clever kick. Take the steam out of it.
To Bailey.
Sting.
Bailey just...
Don't worry about switching it, Bant.
Defensive side of the wing. He does switch it, ignores Embers and goes back and finds Cox. Inside his defensive 50. Cox finds Ryan. What a Ryan's Red Zeds, Beastie.
Get back to you on that one, Tommy. He's up to 16 now for the game.
Been busy off half-back, try to find Fife on a lead, goes over his head, taken by Jack, had some good pace, just shrugs off his opponent, goes short with a nice ball. And half-back is Hardwick, he switches play. Scrimshaw's on here, got men on running past 2. Just slows things down and goes short and finds Morrison at half-back.
Morrison has it, right half-back. It's the Dockers leading by 8. We've travelled down 19 minutes in this third quarter. As Embers said, it's been 4 goals to 1 in this term. The Hawks needing a response right now. It's Bramble who has it. He kicks it up towards right half forward. Moore got a runner on alongside him in Day. He can run to 50 and then kick it in towards the goal square. Good defence though, right on the last line. Ethan Hughes just got there because Callow was hovering and nearly took the mark.
Will Day today for us there, Beast. I'm looking forward to watching him play. I've not noticed him all day.
No, just the 4 disposals, mate, so far, X, on the Red Zed Lenny stats.
So the kick out goes into the hands of Cox, who's had a terrific game.
Play on!
Now told to play on. He'll just kick it down the lines, and it'll be 2 Hawks that'll fly at it. Neither could take the mark. Brodie hand passes further afield, lobs down behind play, cop one. In fact, it's Brodie. Now it's Fife. Needs to sidestep. Oh, he gets around a couple, then he's brought to the ground. Fife, he took on a little much on that occasion. Sicily gives him one to go on with as well.
What happened?
And Schultz, he's come in.
Oh, that's going to be 50 then.
That shouldn't be 50 because I reckon Sicily, mate, I think Schultz saw Sicily give Fife one.
Yep, he did. Sicily gave it to him.
He got him and they wanted to hurt him, which they did. But then I reckon Sicily, just a little shove after, gets the free kick.
You can see it on the Harvey Norman. There will be a 50-metre penalty going Hawthorn's way. Sicily will take it.
Little tickler.
Little tickler.
Bonus gift cards on selected products store-wide now at Harvey Norman shop, in-store or online. So, Tommy, the Hawks will bring it through Sicily up towards the centre of the ground on the wing position.
It was like an open hand kind of slap to the chest as they put it towards the top of the square, but Young's back there for Freo and did well. To Cox, to Ryan, to Mundy. He's got space and time. He'll hit a target here, David Mundy. And he does, but Jaff came across the front of the pack and did well. Brought it to ground. Mitchell has it for the Hawks to Newcomb. 60 out, spearing ball.
Banfield didn't need to do that.
Marked it anyway.
So Newcomb found Wingard, but was tackled after he got rid of the footy.
And 50.
So down ground, 50-metre penalty, running into the square. Wingard ages of goals. So it was four umpire abuse, and Wingard's got a couple, and the Hawks hit back again. The margin back to 1 point, 10-6, 66. Freo, 10-7, 67, 22 gone. Talk us through this on the Harvey Norman lads.
Yeah, so John Newcomb, the free kick was given against Banfield. So John Newcomb kick inside forward 50 was just tackled down the ground. And
Sarong. It's Sarong.
It looks like Sarong's given the umpire a bit of a break. And listen, Wingard would have gone back and kicked it anyway. It was only 25 out directly in front. But just a couple of things now creeping into Fremantle's game. There's 2 50-metre penalties that they've just given. Hawks are good at getting under the opposition skin, and they don't need to do this because they've been well and truly ahead in this third quarter, the Fremantle Dockers, and suddenly the Hawks, with this goal, are back in.
Seabus Super looking after Dave and Amber. Seabus Super making hard work pay off.
And of course, we're going to Brizzy later on tonight. Choice Hotels around the grounds as the ball's in the middle, and the umpire says, give it to me. Just broke away from the centre circle for a few moments.
Newcomb doesn't miss too many tackles, does he?
No, he's a good player. Here's Mitchell caught in another good tackle by another great player in Brayshaw. We've got Hamish on the sidelines. Andy is out there and amongst it.
A bit quiet, Hammer.
Yeah, he's a bit quiet. He's just in.
Hungover, he said.
Still got the Andy Brayshaw badge on though. Good family, the Brayshaws, as Newcomb kicks it inside, attacking 50. The mark not taken by Young. He grabbed hold of it thinking he had taken the grab. But we'll ball it up, 45 out now. So the Hawks making their charge, which is good to see. We'll have a good game here in the West. Been starved of it for quite some time. Kaczynski attacks it nicely, gives it off to Butler. Butler kicks quickly at goal. Went the check side, came off the side of the boot through for a minor score. So we're all tied up, 10-7 for each teams. 23 minutes now gone in the third term.
So Ryan will bring it back in for the Dockers. Doesn't leave the square and goes short and finds Young. This guy's going to be a superstar for a long time to come for the Dockers. Normally a good kick, this time to a 2-on-1. Hardwick made the punch, but it's going to land in the middle of the ground with Sarong. Fortuitously came back towards Logue. His hand pass was good. Spakowski, elite, what can he do? Has Walters on, takes it on the first bounce, wants to run around and does, beats one, can he beat a second? Goes back with hand to Brodie. He's 50 out, his kick towards Aish, beautiful. There'll be a free kick to Aish. In fact, he's going to pay the mark. So Aish had it first bite, kind of juggled it a bit. The pressure came, he dropped it. Umpire says he had it long enough. He'll go back. 40 out, almost straight in front.
Was it a mark? 6 years ago, Liam Shields would have absolutely killed him. I don't think it's a mark.
I don't think it's a mark, and I don't think he got him high, so it was play on.
They paid the mark, yeah.
I don't think that's a mark.
No, I sort of agree. I think it bobbled into Liam Shields, didn't it? Looking on the Harvey Norman. Oh.
He kind of had it, and then when he made contact, it
bobbled
came out.
Yeah. 50-50.
So Aish is 40 out, straight in front, should kick this, and does. Bit of a salute there to Mickey Barlow as well.
He's certainly making the most of his last 10 games.
So 11-7-73. The Dockers lead by 6 points. Hawthorn 10-7-67. It's a shootout at Optus, Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard supporting tradies. Over 120 stores, expert teams, and a huge range of electrical products and services. Beacon makes every tradie's job easier.
5 goals to 2 in this quarter, and it's just certainly given all the momentum right now to the Fremantle Dockers, but he's certainly given Hawthorn a few chances as well. We know that Hawthorn will take the game on, and they do score quickly. So certainly been a very entertaining one right now, dying stages off this third quarter.
McDonald's and Remont Water, Triple M rocks footy. 6 points now, Freo's lead. Seesawing battle. We're back in the middle. Reeves gets it down. Sarong takes it. Tries to get it to his mate in Brayshaw. 1-2 it goes. Good footy. Now to Brodie. That combination have dominated this season. It's out wide now to the front of Aish, and then he kicks inside attacking 50, and Fifey on the lead takes the grab. fans love it.
They'll lose their minds if he kicks this
I'll
one.
tell you what, what's he going to do? Is he going to drop punt, snap?
They will lose their absolute mind.
Drop kick. Just go back and slot it from just inside 50 here.
Look at them. They're all standing up for him after his mark on the far side of the ground.
That's it. Just get it on the boot.
Standing ovation for the skipper.
Oh, imagine the gasp if he kicks his out the fault.
So he's going to kick from 48. He's on the angle.
Huge kick this.
In his comeback game, Nat Fyfe lets it loose.
Oh!
It's hit the post.
Oh, they were up. Every one of them were up.
Mate, Nat Fyfe's arm was in the air. He was celebrating.
He celebrated, then he had a little giggle. Here's Ryan, sends it back inside 50 again. Fyfe is hovering again. He's out the back. Fyfe's kicked that. Fyfe's got the goal in response. He hit the post and now he decides, I'll get a 6-pointer and put it up to my name. The comeback is complete. He was hovering. He decided to do a little bit of roving on this occasion. And Nat Fyfe gets his first goal for 2022.
And nice one too in the goal square, because the set shot from 50 was a wonderful kick. I thought he kicked it too.
But it was fitting it hit the post.
Yes, but he gets one now, Nat Fyfe, and just in this third quarter, there's just signs that he's starting to get the pace of the game a little bit. Just having a look at Justin Longmuir on the Harvey Norman. He's very excited, but Hawks going to get a free kick from this centre bounce now.
Yeah, it's going to go the way of Ned Reeves in the middle of the ground for Hawthorn. 6 goals to 2 this quarter for the Dockers. He puts it inside 50, but Young.
Good mark. What a player.
Strong mark overhead from Hayden Young for the Dockers.
I hope they don't try and make something more of Hayden Young. Hopefully they don't go, we might as well try him in the midfield. Yeah. He's a fantastic half-back flanker. Leave him there. He can be a really good half-back flanker for 250 games.
So the Dockers now, for Lukey Ryan at half-back, dominated this third term. As we said, 6 goals to 2. He's turned it over, though. And Hardigan's got it on the far side for the Hawks on the wing. And goes short. Finds O'Meara. He's been busy this afternoon.
He's been Hawthorn's best.
7 tackles as well for O'Meara. And
then he's done that.
Absolute shocker. Went about 50 metres in the air, but Jack did well. Just punched it forward. But that man again, Young, just burst through. Oh, he's fallen over. We pumped him up and he's fallen over. He did well, though. Hand pass to Clark, to Walker, then to Sarong. Very cool and calm is Sarong. He goes to Akers on the left. Here comes Fyfe. He's taken high almost. Couldn't take the mark. Umpire says play on. Brayshaw, his mate, does well. Hand pass back to Akers. Just racks him up. Turns it over, though. And Scrimshaw's got it in the middle of the ground for the Hawks.
He certainly does, Tommy. 13 points the margin. The Dockers have taken control. Can the Hawks respond? This is Newcomb. Wobbles one inside, attacking 50. This kid's had a terrific third term. Ryan gets the ball, hands it off to Hughes. Short pass good. And Aish has taken it. Told to play on. Right half back. Kicks it along the line. Sliding in. Walters grabs hold of it. He'll lob one over the top to the run of Hughes. He's run all the way from defence. Finds Mundy by hand. Mundy has to run backwards. Gives it back to Hughes. Wants to give it to Walters. Still on the wing. Sun decides to go back. Settles things down. And Aish has it. They can switch play here. Really need to be aggressive through to Ryan. He desperately wants it. Says, give it to me. I've been a star this term. He goes short to Clark, and then Clark might come. No. Was tempted to come this broadcast side. Decided to go to the far side, to the taller Timber. Darcy was one of them. He couldn't take the mark. The Hawks, though, through Newcomb, will get it through the middle of the ground. Collier chasing after him. Newcomb's kicks another shocker, but it might go okay. It's inside 50. Moore has it. Gives it to Butler. Butler should have handballed. Now he's had his kick smothered. Wingard had to stand and wait. Then got tackled. Hand passed it. Butler goes back in to try and help out. Good tackling by Fremantle. 35 out from goal. And we'll have a ball up. Muck that up big time. Wingard should have been given a little hand pass over the top, and it would have been another goal for the Hawks. They're 10-7-67. 12-8-80. The Fremantle Dockers. 30 gone in the third.
So it's going to be Hardigan and Darcy. Darcy out of the ruck, just took it and shoveled it to Young. Kicks a high ball to the wing. Here's lob one-on-one. Sicily did well. Thumps it across the line. We'll throw it in.
very balanced attack for Freo. 14 players have 14 disposals or more. And for the Hawks, on the flip side of things, only 5 players with 14 or more for them. So there's a big drop-off after the top couple of Mitchell and O'Meara, 24 and 23 each, respectively, on the Reds Athletic stats.
Thanks, Beastie. Is boundary throw-in. Taken by the youngster in Callow to half-forward. Pearce did well. Got rid of Kashitsky. Couldn't pick up the footy, though. And Ryan lays a big tackle. The ball's underneath there somewhere. Umpire lets it go and then pings him holding the ball. It's going to be a Hawthorn free kick, so it came out, and then Moore laid a big tackle on Ryan. And he's 60 from home here, Dylan Moore.
So Ryan tried to drag it back in under Butler, and then once he realised he got up, and that was his prior opportunity.
Dylan Moore runs around, squares it up to the top of the square. Wingard flies.
Really.
Advantage paid. It's an unrealistic attempt. The Dockers have it now. The run comes on the far side. Walters has it at half back. He's going to soak up some time and just slow things down.
It's just stupid. 40 seconds to go on the clock and you try and take mark of the millennium.
Yeah. 13 points is Fremantle's lead. We're not far away from three-quarter time. Deep breath, and then we attack the final term. Not 15. Ace has to give it back to his teammate. The short pass is good. It was came off Hughes to Collier, who goes even shorter to Hayden Young. So all the defenders really have had good quarters for Fremantle. Young's been superb. Ryan as well. Akers on the wing, but doing a lot of work in defence. Here's Walker to Clark, to Mundy on the 50, sends it all the way to the goal square. Schultz, has he taken the mark? No. Just took it over the line. A minus score, they'll have a bit of a chat. Pretty sure it was before the siren, so it should count for the Fremantle Dockers. We'll have a chat. If we go to the big screen, we might take a break. We'll tell you what it is, because it's only a point. It doesn't make huge difference right now. It's the Dockers 12-9-81. The Hawks 10-7.
It's a point, Lon.
It is a point, Tommy. All over it, Tommy. How dare you Embers have a crack at my man, Tommy. You get out of here. Go and get something for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Beacon Trade, supporting tradies with over 120 stores, expert teams and a huge range of electrical products and services. Beacon makes every tradie's job easier.
For McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
Score yourself an absolute Macca's legend, the McChicken. Order via McDelivery today. McDelivery is available in select locations.
Triple M is your home of the Marty Sheargold Show.
What is the future of the bounce?
I think the centre field bounce is fine.
The reason I bring it up,
are there any stats to back up the inaccuracy of the umpire's bounce?
Well, umpires physically struggle with it.
Poor umpires.
The problem is it forces good umpires out of the game.
Does it?
Because they are
can't
unable
bounce.
to perform. It's tough. Have you tried bouncing a ball?
No, and I'm not going to, because it's not my job.
The Marty Sheargold Show. Weekdays from 6 on Melbourne's 105.1 Triple M.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce, and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru, live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
What about cleaners?
Yep.
Mechanics?
Uh-huh.
Builders?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever hard work you do, Cbus are making your money work as hard as you.
Power workers?
Yep.
Factory workers?
Mm-hmm.
What about truckies?
What do you think?
Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. To consider if Cbus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for a PTS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
In a world of change, it's nice to see some things stay the same. Here at Brandt, we're still your local John Deere dealer. We're still here to help you build your own success. From produce farming to hobby farms and all your turf needs, Brandt has you covered. Plus, we stock a full range of parts and have John Deere trained technicians on hand to keep your equipment in top condition. We're Brandt, the same people you've always known, just with a different shirt.
If you look, you'll find us everywhere. We might not look or sound alike, but we all share the one thing. We're friends, neighbours, teammates, family. And we're not just blood donors, we're the lifeblood of Victoria. Join us. Search Give Blood and book your donation with Australian Red Cross Lifeblood today. Give life. Give blood.
Hump Club bonus rewards are backed by popular demand. Right now at Thirsty Camel bottle shops, you could be instantly rewarded with $5, $10, $20 or even $50 off your purchase. 1 in 10 wins. That's on top of the great discounts and rewards exclusive to Hump Club members. Best of all, it's free to join. Just visit thirstycamel.com.au or head in store. Membership has its perks. Ends 26 June. Available at participating stores only. T's and C's apply. Hydrate responsibly.
Every 8 minutes, or about 2 songs, a cyber attack is reported in Australia. So it's important to know how to protect yourself and your business while online. The Australian Cyber Security Centre website has an interactive quiz that will teach you a thing or two about reducing your chances of being attacked. There's also a set of guides to help you understand the cybersecurity basics. Take the quiz and download the guides today at cyber.gov.au/learn. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Australia, get behind the Socceroos in the must-win World Cup qualifier.
Hi, this is Guy Pearce and I just want to wish the Socceroos all the best.
Get up early Tuesday for the must-see World Cup qualifier. Socceroos vs Peru. Live 4 a.m. on Channel 10.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for IGA Liquor, where good food deserves a great drop.
Absolutely. 14 points is the margin. The Dockers lead at 12-9-81. The Hawks 10-7-67. So it was 3 points to the advantage of the Hawks at quarter time. 10 points Freo's way. No, the Hawks' way at half time. 14 points was Fremantle's advantage now at three-quarter time. So been a bit of a roller coaster ride. Let's head down to the boundary before we get the thoughts of Xavier Ellis and Andrew Embley for Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free and instant cash back on Bridgestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, Michelin, Dunlop and many more. BobJane.com.au. Hammer, thrilling quarter that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for that, X. I was a little bit quiet there. Just watching this, the spot fires pop up. There was quite a bit of heat in that. Akers was throwing it around a bit. Newcomb putting his body to work. So quite a bit going on, but none more so than Heffernan. Andrew Heffernan getting a rub again at three-quarter time. So keep an eye on him. It's I've never seen an umpire get that much attention at a three-quarter time huddle. So fingers crossed he's all right.
And you might need a rub as well, mate. You got the big game tomorrow.
Yeah, a massive game. I might go out and see the umpire medical staff afterwards because it looked like a pretty good one for old Heavy.
Okay, so Hammer's got a game tomorrow, so I retract the comment that he's hungover because he's certainly
Thank you. Professional.
But I did notice number 29 again getting the calf for hamstring. And I can report someone needs to go check the bar. I just went for a twinkle.
Uh-oh.
Someone was dying in there, so we'll have to go check that out later.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
We're back in the middle, 12-9-81 to 10-7-67. We didn't need to know that, X. Here's Tommy Atkinson.
All right, so the Dockers got their way back in front, 14-point lead. Brayshaw just paddles it, and then hand passes back to Young, off half-back. Kicks to the lead here at Banfield, makes some good ground. The spoil came, though, ends up back here with Hawthorn. Scrimshaw just shows a nice bit of pace and poise and short. Hits up Bruce in the middle of the ground, gets it and goes. His kick got an open man on here. Frosty is marked at 50 out from home.
Get it in quick, Frosty.
Rolls it to the top of the square. Who's there? Kashitsky and Callow. It bounces, but the Dockers have plenty of numbers and Young just lets it go across the line. Go through for one behind. The margin now 13 points, 40 seconds gone in the fourth term. Triple M IGA Liquor scoreboard. IGA Liquor, what good food deserves a great drop.
And I reckon Frosty's hurt himself too. He's just calling to the bench, so we might have to get Hammer to have a little look at what's going on with Big Frosty here.
Might need a bit of massaging as well. Maybe a bit of a groin, is it?
He's done something.
Yeah, left leg, I think.
He's at the ruck today, so maybe he's sore. Hey, Beast, when you get a minute, mate, inside 50s, they even up a bit that quarter?
They did a little bit that quarter, but there's still a big lead, plus 17 to Hawthorn, 50-33.
Frosty coming straight off.
Coming off, Tommy. Yep, you're right. It was just after his kick, wasn't it? So, maybe lower leg or knee, somewhere around there.
Knee, by the looks of it. Harvey Norman replay.
So, 12-9-81 plays 10-8-68. The Dockers lead it by 13 points. It's been a great game. 1.5 minutes gone in the final term. Plenty of footy to come your way here on Triple M. Brisbane game later on tonight as well. Here's Brodie. Gives off the hands to Brayshaw. Goes back by hand to Fife. Puts him under a bit of pressure. Fife just waits. Hand passes to himself. Worked out okay. To Brayshaw, to Brodie. Now to Switkowski. Sicily got him in a good tackle and threw him to the turf. over the boundary line, and then Logue comes in and bumps over Sicily. So
Sicily tried to take a little bit of a dive there. He's a good player, Sicily, though. He left Logue, and when you leave your player, you got to make sure you impact, and he certainly did that with a good tackle on Switkowski.
It's a boundary throw-in. Hawks need a couple of quick ones. Goes to Brayshaw, to Darcy.
Oh, Darcy.
Look how much time he had, Darcy. Thought he was Chris Judd. Just went to Cox. Inside 50, one-on-one. G. Sicily did well.
Oh, he's one of the best defenders in the competition. Captain next year, one would think.
Love his aggression too. Marked it against Logue, and then high ball kicks it to almost the middle of the ground. Went through the hands of Darcy. His pierced. His ankle got caught then, but looks like he's okay, and the umpire will throw it up.
I always thought Sicily was a bit bigger than he is, but I think he's only 186, 187.
Nah, he's bigger than that.
Not 186.
No, you check it out, X.
Geez, you're a
I reckon he's about 186.
John Newcomb's 186.
Mate, you check it out. Come back to me, boys.
187, Sicily. I got your back lock.
Thank you very much.
There's the kick inside 50. G. Wingard did well, tapped it. Ryan's fallen over. The pressure comes from Bruce, but Young's going to get it in the square. Plenty of time, Hayden Young. Pressure came from Wingard. Spoke too soon. Young stuffed it up. Walker tries to help him out. Picks it up now. His hand pass back to Young. And he will clear it with a big torp. Big 70-metre torp out of defence.
Scrimshaw's taken the mark. So the long kick lands in the hands of Scrimshaw.
Was he tackled, or what happened in the goal?
Might have kicked the ground or something.
Yeah.
So his kicks to the top of the 50. That was a beauty as well. He speared it inside attacking 50. And the Hawks now with a chance to kick it goal. Seabus Super special comments. Lockie Reid. Seabus Super making hard work pay off. Sicily 187, Tommy, is that right?
Misprint.
Correct.
Yeah, that was when he was taken.
He's well above his height.
Taken when he was 15.
Absolute misprint, that one.
No, that's what his height is, I'm telling you.
At that stage.
Bruce with the footy kicks towards the goal square. The puck shall come or it won't. Reeves claimed the mark. So
big fella.
There were 3 or 4 big Dockers swinging their arms around, but they missed the ball completely, and the ruckman will go back from about 10 metres out, slide angle, but should nail it.
Big mark by Reeves too. He's only 187 as well. Huge mark. Next to Sean Darcy, who stands at 200.
So a chance that Frosty might be out of the game. The Netty sub is warming up along the boundary line as we await for Reeves to kick a goal. He should nail this. We'll go to Hammer soon to give us an update. And the ruckman nails it. Still game on. Another one for the Hawkers. And they're 11-8, 74. They trail 12-9, 81. The Fremantle Dockers, 4 gone. That's on the Triple M IGA Liquor scoreboard. Here's Hammer on the boundary.
Yeah, Frosty went downstairs with the physio. Physio came out on his own, and Joshy Morris has been warming up for the majority of the day, but this one looks a little bit more serious, so I'd expect him to come on pretty soon.
His first game for the season, the sub in Josh Morris. Thanks, Hammer.
Hawthorn physio Andrew Lambert refers to himself as a 4-time All-Australian physio. 4 flags, 4 All-Australians, you reckon?
I would too. Everyone's got a role to play.
So big goal there from Ned Reeves, the 23-year-old.
You kept him pretty busy, X-Man.
Oh, he failed me. Absolute ripper. Been there forever.
Not bad, Ned Reeves this afternoon. Darcy takes it out of the ruck. Hand pass to Fife, to Brayshaw. They come wide and find Akers, who just holds his width really well, Blake Akers. Kicks it inside 50. Logue wants it. The spoil came over the back as Jaff and just rolls across in front of him. We'll throw it in. 10 metres out from Freo's goal.
Fourth term inside 50 is 3-2 in favour of the Hawks. And just getting back to those third term ones, 16-12 was how it ended up. So a +4 to the Hawks in that term as well. They're +18 in the game in the inside 50s on the Red Zeds.
Red Zed lending stats lines to the self-employed. Darcy took it out of the ruck. Hand pass to no one. Now it's gone across the line. Just moved it forward. About 40 out, down to the boundary. Bob Jane teammates to Hammer.
Yeah, Frosty's day is done. The physio's just come up with the old no good. So Morris is shirt off. He's ready to go. He's been on the phone to Mitchell, knows his role. So he's got about 20 minutes left.
Josh Morris into the game. Thanks, Hammer. Bob Jane teammates is now lob in the ruck. The big double-hander in front of Newcomb. He sees it back across the line. We'll throw it in again. Dockers by 7 points, 6.5 gone in the final term.
Inside attacking 50 now for the Fremantle Dockers. Lob will go at it. Reeves as well for the Hawks. Pause in the play. Fans have enjoyed this one so far. We have too. Caught in a good tackle and losing possession was Switkowski, gathered by Amira, who's had a terrific game. Kicks up towards the forward half of the ground. Wingard slaps it over his head. Pearce is there. Kazitsky as well. Well done, Kazitsky. Just pushed Pearce off the footy, although he was tackled and lost possession. In there is Shields. He gave it to Wingard. Wingard's kick might be a little too hot, though. Goes over the top of the forwards. Running back is Ace. She gives it to Walker. That's a dangerous but good kick. That was so dangerous. But he measured it beautifully. And Walters will lead out wide. Cox has received the mark. About 15 out from his defensive goal. Doesn't really know where to go. And in the end, it opened up for him and the kick was good to Walters, who ran hard. Left half back, he'll chip it along the line. Just there, but it measured superbly. That was beautiful. Schultz took it on the chest. His kick inside attacking 50. Logue takes the mark.
Well, he set up 3 goals in the third quarter, Griffin Logue, so I think his teammates just tell him to go back, take your time and kick through it. But what a kick from Michael Walters. That was just centimetre perfect over the top of Jaff. And Schultz, he was on the move, took it at full flight, and forwards were up, but good mark inside forward 50 to this man, Big Griffin Logue.
Griff will kick from 45, hasn't kicked a goal yet.
His reaction.
And we're still waiting straight away. Hamish on the boundary, Bob Jones, much.
Yeah, that's all happening out here at the moment. Sean Darcy's just been hobbling off. He's in the hands of the physios now, so I'll keep an eye on that and I'll get back to you in no more.
I reckon he'll be all right, Big Shawnee. As they run it out of defence, Hawthorn pump it to the wing. Gets to the back of the pack though, and gee, this man again, Young's just had a stack of possessions. Did well short and foundation, far side wing.
26 now for Young on the Reds Atlantic stats.
Nash has had plenty of footy as well. Up to 19 now. Go back to Ethan Hughes. Barely noticed him out there this afternoon. Ethan Hughes, second game for the season.
Coming up to 19, Tommy, so he's been quietly working.
Beast, front row rules, mate.
Thanks, Beastie.
We're honest down here, X.
Nicely as Sarong had it. Set a fresh area though. Picked up nicely. Hand pass comes off the lob. Outside 50. Kicks it wide to the pocket. Hit Akers in the back of the head. Just runs past him now towards the line. Jath there will throw it in. 30 out from the Dockers goal. They lead by 8 points. 9.5 gone in the final term as we see the Harvey Norman and Sean Darcy. He's tackled and maybe a lower leg injury here for Sean on the Harvey Norman.
Certainly that, I think, right leg gets trapped under.
So ball thrown back into play. The Dockers haven't kicked a goal yet in this final term. We've gone 9 minutes, as Tommy said. Sicily, Jath kicked it over his shoulder. Butler just had to wait, tried to tap it down to his team's advantage. Scrimshaw was there. Lots of Dockers as well hovering away. Norrison does really well, just quickly kicks it away. Was at 15, not sure, but anyway, Kazitsky has taken the mark and he'll come to this wing. Charging out is the Medi sub. He couldn't take it in Morris. Jordan Clark goes by hand on the wing to Brayshaw. He kicks it along the line, 2 against 1. Banfield, the one for the Dockers, running onto it. Pearce gets Sicily and throws him over the boundary line. We'll throw it in 60 around from Fremantle's goal. 12-10-82, plays 11-8-74. That's on the Triple M IGA Liquor scoreboard. IGA Liquor, where good food deserves a good drop.
31 disposals now for Brayshaw. He loves when Hammer's here. Obviously, he got 40 when Hammer was here last, I'm pretty sure, on the Reds Atlantic stats.
How many contested beasts? He's been outside everywhere.
27 uncontested. I'll answer you that one, X.
So,
what are you saying, X?
Mate, his run is unbelievable. Like, it just doesn't hang around. You see the congestion and then he just goes. And Poles Brownlow votes, hopefully.
So, saw a picture of Sean Darcy sitting on the bench. Hopefully he can get back on for the Dockers, but right now it's Rory Lobb in the ruck. They lead by 8 points and Young gets another kick, a high one to the pocket. Banfield, but gee, Sicily. He was strong, just shoved Banfield out of the way and took a nice mark.
Yeah, he does not lose one-on-one contests. Sicily in the air. He's just shoved Griffin Logue out before. Now Banfield's turn.
His kick falls to the front to Butler. His kick to Bruce, one-on-one, but he fell over Bruce. Cox kept his feet. Shields, his old mate, did well. Slapped it in the path of Bruce. Picked it up, did Bruce. Just ran past his man in Akers. 50 out, kicks. Long, no one in the square. It bounces. To the right-hand side. Did well to recover there, Bruce. So 3 for 1 behind. Hawthorn now go to 11-9-75. 12-10-82, the margin, 7 points. Downstairs to Hammer.
Yeah, Sean Darcy, he's known to put a bit of mayo on stuff every now and again, so he's back up and at him.
What about this one, Blake Acres, mate, coming as we speak in a fair bit of pain, I think?
Yeah, cramping, my guess.
He's putting it on, too.
Oh, the hammer. He's all over it, don't
I think
you
it might
worry.
be a little bit... he's done his hamstring, Acres. I just saw the physio rub the back of his hamstring.
He's got the hand on the head as well in disappointment. So the kick was a good one and Lob's taken the mark. We'll go back to Hammer in a few moments' time. Sometimes hard to see down there. They sneak him down the back of the dugout. Logue fires high, couldn't hold on to the mark. Brody's there and tackled, and the ball rolls over the line out of bounds. Can you see down there, Hammer, or have they snuck him out the back?
No, they've snuck him down in that little takeaway that I can't really see.
He's grabbed it straight away.
Yeah.
It's a whop up.
Righto, the sniper's out.
Yeah, that's not good. Blake Acres having a sensational season.
Oh, that's there. And probably the discussion for maybe the second Fremantle All-Australian as a wingman, maybe, if that was a traditional role that they picked, because he's done that spectacularly all year long. And he's going to miss probably a month looking at that one.
Yeah. So the ball's just hovering around half forward at the moment for the Fremantle Dockers, and now we see the
Distressed.
shot. He is in absolute pain and also distress. It's on the Harvey Norman replay. Bonus gift cards on selected.
Is he tired or
Store
crying?
wide.
He might have a tear in his eye there, Locke.
Head in the hands. He knows exactly what's happened. Blake Acres, really disappointing news for him.
Make sure you shop in store or online at Harvey Norman. We love Harvey Norman. They look after us here on game day. Is Sarong working hard. Mundy gave it to Brody. Quick kick inside, attacking 50. Walters doing a little bit of muscle work. Duff is up to the challenge. Switkowski's just had a bit of a fit of the fumbles, and then a kick off the ground, not good by Day. It'll go over the line now to bounce on the full. Switkowski just been a little just off his game, had a couple of weeks suspension, taken some time to get back into it.
That was the typical Will Day. If in doubt, get it out. Kick it out the full, set up behind it.
Young drives it long inside 50. Sicily spoils the big fly. Here's Walters in the hands. Hand pass inside to Banfield. Right foot snap across the face. And hits the post, I think.
Out of bounds on the full.
You remember the old Nintendo game?
Which one?
Out of bounds. On the full.
Yeah, I remember that game. Oh, jeez.
Oh, dear. That was dangerous.
It's game on here right now. You feel
next
like
goal.
Fremantle got a bit of momentum, but if Hawks can steal the next one, they will only be down by a point.
So it's 7-point lead here to Freo. The kick comes out of defence. It's been turned over though. Aish has it, kicks it inside 50. Walters, he's been busy all afternoon, did well. Hand pass to Collier. Big right foot stop from Trav. He goes for goal and nails it. Gee, Sonny was sharp there, and a massive snap from Trav Collier from 40 out. He's got 2. And the Dockers now extend their lead out to 13 points. 13-10, 88. Hawthorn 11-9, 75. And we've gone 14 minutes in the fourth term. Triple M IJ, the scoreboard.
Michael Walters has been important since coming back into the side this week. Collier, one of those small forwards inside forward 50 that just takes his opportunities and takes his chances. And they are a busy forward line. Schultz is a star. Banfield plays his role. Switkowski plays his role. Collier's that sort of unsung hero. Only 8 touches today, but he's kicked a couple of goals, and no more important than that one right there.
Hammer on the boundary for Bob Jones T-Marts.
Yeah, unfortunately, Acres done. Ice on the string. Darcy Tucker's warm and ready to go now, but yeah, it looks like a pretty bad one. Watched the replay, and he grabbed it straight away, so feeling for him, but might be a couple of weeks.
Good on you, Hamish Brayshaw, looking after us down on the boundary. Bob Jones T-Marts. The Hawks desperately in need of a goal now. More charges added as the ball comes out of the middle. They'll get a free kick. Still in the centre square, though. So it's now a 13-point margin, as Tommy said. So the Hawks need to respond. Walters comes from behind as he's told to play on. Moore's kick inside, attacking 50 through the hands of 2 Dockers players. Ethan Hughes puts his head over the footy. So too does Cox. He has pulled it in, though, Cox. Young got it out to Hughes. His hand pass towards the boundary line to Aish. He gave it up straight to Morrison. His kick is a high one. Nash will take the mark right in front, 15 outs.
And this is what I've done all day, X. I've responded every time Fremantle have kicked the goal. I've gone back down the other end. They just will not give up this Hawthorn side. And if they can go back and kick this again just with over 8 minutes to go, it's game on.
Connor Nash right in front. It's a must. And he's missed. Right in front, 15 outs. That is a big loss. So the kick out from full-back will be from Young. We'll give you a score update. 13-10-88 plays 11-10-76.
So Freo taking out the defence. The near side wing. Bramble, hand pass. Hit him in the head. And the kick comes forward from Freo up there towards Banfield, but Scrimshaw did well. That was very nice. And then his kicks across the ground is a good one to the path of Morrison. Morrison has to beat one and does, and beats a second. Comes inboard, and Brayshaw's turned it over. He's got a late spoil in. Diving on the ground, though, is Nash. He's tackled. Umpire says, I'll throw it up in the middle of the ground. Brayshaw did well there.
Those numbers on Blake Acres: 24 disposals, 3 clearances, 4 inside 50s, 6 score involvements, 700 metres gained, and 1 goal today. So having one of the games of his life on the Reds Atlantic stats.
Close up with Brayshaw's haircut, Hammer. Gee, mullet going on there. Shape sides as Wingard spearing ball into the pocket to no one. And Hughes has plenty of time, takes it. Hand pass to Tucker. Outside of half back, the run comes from Young. He just racks him up. And he's kicked to half forward to the wing. Schultz puts his hands up. Going to be a free kick. High contact from Jaff. So Schultz will have it. Jaff told to stand. And the Dockers lead by 12 points. 18 gone in the 4th term.
Feeling a little tired, old Jaff. He wants to come off the grounds. Now he will just walk off and give a little bit of elbow to Schultz as he comes past to kick up towards half forward. Mundy received it from Banfield. Brody kicks inside attacking. 50. Morrison, he was brave. So too Collier. With the numbers, the Hawks should get out of trouble, or Scrimshaw's under the pressure. Brayshaw did really well, put the body on the line. Walker to Brayshaw. Can he finish off a big game? Goes with the 1-2 to 5. Then he kicks a high one. He was tied to the top of the 50, and Nash has taken the mark. They've got to go now, the Hawks.
Yeah, Nash had to go, had momentum. Bramble now off the back.
Bramble receives the hand pass. Now. The kick is a beauty to the middle of the ground. O'Meara can go very long. Brewster's there. Free kick, surely, and he'll get it about 15 out. This man won't miss as well.
He had him absolutely toast in the last contest, one-on-one, but slipped. And this one, they're just experienced, engaged with Hughes early. Eyes wasn't on the footy, panic, grabbed him. Clever by Luke Bruce. He had no intention of marking that football.
And Jago O'Meara, he knew exactly what was going on through the middle of the ground. Once he saw the one-on-one inside forward 50, he was going really quick to Bruce.
This will keep it nice and interesting. Bruce right in front, slams it through. Hawker's still in it. Margin is just 6. 13-10-88 plays 12-10-82. He's second for Luke Bruce.
Just won't go away. Like, you feel right now that Fremantle are sort of in control of this game.
Inside 50 suggests not.
But at the moment, Hawthorn, they just got to, it has to be Mitchell, has to be O'Meara, has been outstanding in this game. But if they can start to win some footy and start to get the game played in their forward half for the last 5 or 6 minutes, because it's been like, whilst the inside 50 entries have been quite even, it just looks like and feels it's been played in Fremantle's forward half a lot in this last quarter.
We called for Nash to go and he didn't, but then he gave a handball to Bramble, who hit a beautiful kick through the corridor to O'Meara, knowing he needs, and that's the Hawthorn brand this year, is hit the corridor and go.
So, game on here, 6-point margin. And Nash just tries to get a clearance off the ground from O'Meara to half forward. But Sarong gets it for Fremantle, does well. The run comes from Jordan Clark. He just pumps it inside 50. Here comes Logue, one-on-one. Dropped the mark he should have taken. Go back here by Scrimshaw. Picks it up, hand pass is nice. Goes back there to Sicily. He goes back to Scrimshaw. Wants his left. Hand pass missed his teammate there in Day. Banfield picks it up. More pressure comes. Goes to Fife. Inside to Tucker, the sub. Goes inside, handball again towards Lobb. Picks it up. A tackle comes. Kicks it into the face almost of Collier. He did well. Hand pass back to Brayshaw. Off the ground from Andy Brayshaw. Gee, that was good. A bit of soccer skills from Andy. Gee, I can feel Hammer just getting out of control.
He got out of his seat. He got out of his seat. Hammer, sit down, mate. Sit down, Hammer.
Yeah, a lot's going on down here. The fans are getting around me. I probably could have kicked it too, but pretty good effort from the young kid.
Oh, gee whiz. Those pants have tightened.
So Brayshaw gets the goal and Freo get their lead back out again to 2 goals, 14-10-94, Hawthorn 12-10-82, 21 gone.
Hammer's signing autographs down there.
Yeah.
Andy Brayshaw is signing away.
That's 3 more Brownlow votes, though.
Yeah. He's up to 35 touches now, 7 tackles. He's kicked a goal. He's just led his side, and that fight back into the side at the moment. But the young kid's just saying, you know what, Fifey, just step aside, mate.
Nearly as hot as room hot water. Built tough for Aussie conditions when it comes to water heating. Ask your plumber to install a room. Newcomb to Nash. The Hawks usually respond after goals to Freo, so there's a chance here. It's inside attacking 50. Running back Pearce shrugs off the tackle, gathers it in the left back pockets. The kick is spot on. That was nice in the end, and the mark was really, really good in the left back pockets. Tucker's taken it. He'll be forced to go to the far side of the grounds. Darcy's there. Good to see him back on the grounds. Fisk comes down towards O'Meara. O'Meara wants to give it off to the run. Newcomb's the man that he hands it to, and he'll bring it to this broadcast side. It was a good option in the ends. Taking the mark is Howe, and then Howe plays on, runs around Aish. Will kick inside 50, but standing tall, Cox. Terrific game, Brennan Cox.
He hurt himself moments ago too. He just almost got to his feet, turned around and took that. Got cleaned up in the contest prior.
So the score's 12 points, 2 goals. The Hawks needing to respond. The Dockers in control at the moment, but only just. Moore had to stand and wait for him. Had fisted away by Cox again. Jath's there. He's going to be caught unless he gets rid of it. Now he does. Newcomb had the kick smothered and stolen. Andy Brayshaw gathers. Kicks out towards right half forward. The pace is with Logue. He takes the mark. He'll have to play on. Stands. Has Scrimshaw on his tail. Gives it back to Brayshaw, who had a fumble. A rare moment for Andy Brayshaw. Newcomb's hand pass. Under pressure to Shields. That's a free kick. Shields' way against A. Shields takes it left half back.
Got to go now, the Hawks. 24 gone in the fourth term. They trail by 12. And Shields does just that with a big kick high. The contest comes. Over the back here is Ryan for Freo. Takes it, slows things down. Goes to Clark. Wants to go across the ground and does. And the mark's taken out there by Tucker. At half back for Freo. Calls the sub onto the ground. Will have fresh legs. Goes short and finds Clark again. He's averaging 22 touches a game, and this will be 23.
Switches on here for Fremantle. They just need to control the football right now. Don't have to do anything too silly. Take the most obvious one.
Call to go here, Ryan. Does and finds Hughes. So he's inside his defensive 50. Goes across Aish and finds Schultz.
2 great small little forwards there coming out, and Moore's hit cramped.
So Moore's cramped on the mark, and Schultz has got it. Is it half back for Freo?
If there wasn't 3 minutes to go, he just run straight past him.
12-point lead to the Dockers. Big fly came from Fife.
Probably unrealistic.
Yeah, didn't give away the free kick though. Picked up here in defence by Callow. His hand pass went towards Shield but turned over. And now it comes from Sarong to Tucker. The run comes from Clark off half back on the right, but inside 50. Walters one-on-one. Goes through him. Picked up by Lob. The big lobster wants to do it all. Hand pass back to Walters. Wants his left side. Instead goes back by hand to outside 50. The big piercing ball from Clark. Misses to the left-hand side.
Yeah, handy one.
That's game over.
It's a 14-11, 95, 12-10, 82. The margin now 13 points, so 3 scoring shots, 25 gone in the fourth term.
39,428 in attendance here for the Dockers. They can climb their way up the ladder. They've had a sensational start to the season. They're real contenders now, and they're going forward again. The left footer inside attacking 50. Lobby had it before he really actually had it. Thought he had it. And he's missed the mark, so 45 out. We'll ball it up, but you'd say time will beat the Hawks. There's 2 minutes remaining. They need 3 goals.
Pretty amazing stat at the moment. Freo plus 140 in disposals.
Yes.
Jeepers.
So much footy.
And 13 players, 21 or more possessions. On the flip side, the Hawks have 2 players over 20 on the Red Zed Learning stats.
And what's the inside 50 count?
The inside 50 is 60 to 46, plus 14 to Hawthorn.
There you go. So Mundy has it at left half back, and he'll just hold up the footy for as long as possible and then probably kick it down the line. Nothing fancy now for Freo. The kick is a long one. Darcy just shoved out as he went to try and take the mark. O'Meara there with the crumbs, then kicked off the ground into the middle. Shields is after it. He was stripped of the footy. Moore did really well to Newcomb, the big body. To O'Meara, wants someone running past. How's that man? He has to stand and wait. Time continues to tick away. Sicily has it. He chips it out in front. Shields was the man he was kicking towards. Aish got there though. Paddled it to his own advantage. Well played Fremantle. Gave it to Walker, gave it back to Aish, then the kick along the line. Logue just had a bit of a fumble. Sicily slung around a couple of times. Schultz goes in to Brayshaw. What a star he is. He'll go back short to Aish. Great footy, Fremantle. They're standing up to everything this season. 14-11-95. They lead the Hawks 12-10, 82-70. 27 minutes gone.
They're going to win the Dockers. As a Freo chant goes around the stadium. The ball goes to half forward. Jas got it for Hawthorn. His hand pass puts Sicily in trouble and Logue takes him across the line. The 13-point lead as the clock runs down.
Been a huge win from Fremantle. We knew that Hawthorn would throw everything at them today. Been a very entertaining game. Hawks certainly would be proud of their efforts, but Fremantle well and truly tested, and they're going to come up with an incredible win.
So Howe's got it in defence. Hand pass towards O'Meara. Missed him. Taken by Schultz. Tries to find the big man in Darcy. Tried to play it like a rover, but missed it. Hawthorn have the disposal now. Ends up with Shields. He just pumps it inside 50. Goes to a one-on-one. Brewster's got it. Gets around Ryan. Tries to track it towards goal, but lending help there is Hughes for Freo. Ends up in the hands of Pearce, who goes short and finds Clark. And the Dockers will win. They fought off a strong Hawthorn. 14-11-95 to 12-10-82. The Dockers win by 13 points.
Freo jump into second position for the moment. It's been a big season so far. The Hawks brave as well. Ripping game at Optus Stadium. The final margin 13 points. Let's hear a bit more of the song, Klinsky. Fantastic game of footy. Andrew Embley, Xavier Ellis, two really good teams. The Hawks on the rise, no doubt about it, to come over here to Optus and take on a team as good form as Freo's been in. That was a great contest.
Well, exciting because Hawthorn, they took the game on. We knew that they would. Sam Mitchell's got this young side playing very, very good football at the moment. They take the game on. Probably today with all the inside 450s entries that they had, they really missed Gunston and Mitch Lewis, which unfortunately might have been the difference in the game for them. But well done, Fremantle. They've got a super young, exciting list that they're building right now, and they were tested today. Conditions probably not ideal. A little bit slippery early, but just the way that their young kids stood up, Brayshaw and Sarong, and Hayden Young across half-back, all of those guys in the 30s today. And obviously Nat Five coming back into the side. He had an impact. Probably his second half was better than his first half. Let's head downstairs to Matty Pavlich for Fox Sports.
Today, what did you make of the match?
I think it's we kind of knew coming into the game Hawthorn were going to be really tough. They've played some ripper games against some really quality opposition this year. They've pushed Melbourne, they beat Brisbane, they beat Geelong, so we knew they were going to come, and they have different plans for every team, so we weren't 100% sure what to expect, but we knew they were going to bring the pressure, especially early. They were hot. We knew we just had to grind it out. It's one of those wins that you really appreciate come the end of the year.
Third quarter again, the team really stood up in around the stoppage in particular. Scores from stoppages high again. It's been a focus over the last couple of weeks.
It has. I feel like the consistency we're getting in there is really good. Obviously, Fifey coming in helps. It's great to have the big fella in there. But we felt in the first half we're a little bit sloppy around the stoppage. We kind of didn't really get set up the way we wanted to, especially set a bounce. So I felt like after half-time we were able to kind of change that and, showed in the end.
Now, your own game, you had a bit of knee issue early in the season, set you back a couple of weeks, but today, career-high contested possession and score involvement, you're trending in the right direction.
I feel like I'm just building as the season's going on. I feel like that's the whole team at the moment. We're getting better each week, and I'm just really enjoying playing with this midfield at the moment and this team. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun, but we work hard, so it's good fun and we really enjoy it.
You're in a really good spot with the bye coming up. Thanks for your time.
No, thanks, Pat.
Caleb Sarong one of the stars of the game. Who gets the 3? Sarong, Brayshaw. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. Score yourself an absolute Macca's legend, the McChicken. Order via McDelivery today. McDelivery is available in select locations. The final score here, 14-11-95, the Fremantle Dockers. They defeated Hawthorn 12-10-82. Nat Fyfe will catch up with him in just a few moments. I think Matty Pavlich might have him in a few moments' time, but the final margin, 13 points, Embers.
Yeah, they're up and about, aren't they, Fremantle? They've just got such an exciting list that they're building right now. Had options inside forward 50. Nat Fyfe, let's go to him downstairs now with Pav.
Interested to hear speak after his return to footy, Pav.
Or Gary Lyon.
A bit early,
mate. You're just soaking up the atmosphere at the moment. What's it like to be back out here?
Good to be back. It's been a long time, and our young team has really developed in front of us, hasn't it? And it's good to see so many fans coming out to our game. It's a cultural experience now. Good to be a part of it.
So tell us about how your body is right now. Are you that winning ache type of feeling? You're a bit sore. What's it like?
Still warm, so everything feels pretty good. I reckon tomorrow morning I'll be a bit stiff through knees and shoulders, but touch wood, I got through okay. I think we lost Shakes, Blake Acres to a little string, but other than that, pretty good.
The young team that has progressed so well when you've been out of the side, tell us about driving to the game today. What were you thinking? What were your emotions? Were you just willing to be a part of what was and what has been such a great ride so far this year?
Yeah, definitely. It's trying to find a few of those old routines, but knowing that it's not the same as when I finished playing last time and I said to Caleb and Andy, treat me like a first gamer, tell me where to go, set me up, and they did that. They told me where to set up at stoppages, and that was a nice feeling.
What the stoppage work in particular, we spoke to Caleb Sarong, third quarter's been a real shift. I think 8 goals, 5 from stoppages again today. It's been a real focus and a strength over the last few weeks.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that comes from, Pav. Clearly the work Phil Merriman's put into us over the summer conditioned us for that really strong second half, but within that we just keep hunting, keep our contest balance pretty handy, and eventually the arm wrestle seems to be going in our favour second halves.
10 wins heading into the bye, you must be happy.
I am. We get 4 or 5 days off now. I'll be in the ice baths most of that 4 or 5 days, but it's a good position to be in. We've given ourselves a chance.
Enjoy the time off and well done today.
Thanks, Pav.
There's Nat Fyfe. He got through the game. That's the good news for the Fremantle Dockers and their fans, and they had a win as well. 13 points was the margin in the end over the Hawks. Choice Hotels very soon will be heading to Brisbane and St Kilda. Liam Flanagan, Brett Thomas, Simon Black, and the very talented Belinda Mellon will be part of the commentary team. Beastie, you've been in the front row, and I know you love sitting in the front row with Tommy and myself. Give us some Red Z Lending.
Of course, Mark. Leading the way for Freo was Brayshaw, 37 disposals, 32 of them uncontested, 9 scoring involvements, 1 goal, 7 tackles for him too. Sarong, big day, quiet last turn for him, just the 3 touches, but finished with 33, 19 contested, 6 clearances, 11 scoring involvements, and Young had the 31 with 10 marks, Ryan 27 with 10 marks, Clark 25, Ace 25 with a goal, Akers before injury 24, 3 clearances, 1 goal, 700 metres gained, Fyfe in his return 21 disposals, 5 clearances, 1 goal for him. 13 players on Freo had 21 or better, so massive stats for them. And on the flip side of things, the Hawks, O'Meara finished with 30 and 9 clearances, Mitchell 28 with 3 clearances, and Howe had the 20 with 1 goal. Sicily finished with 22 as well. Freo a plus 133 in disposal, a plus 30 in contested possession, a plus 117 in uncontested possession, and the Hawks did finish a plus 14 in inside 50s, but again, just the disposals killed them. Only 4 players with 20 disposals or more, and that's the Red Z Lending stats for the night.
Superb, Beastie. Well done to you. Tommy, they've got the bye now, the Fremantle Dockers and the Hawks as well.
So the bye next week, and then a pretty tough schedule for the Dockers. So Carlton away, Port at home, St Kilda away, and Sydney at home. So 3 top 6 teams in the next month for Freo, and then Hawthorn coming up, got a pretty tough run as well. But we'll mainly focus on Freo. So Carlton, St Kilda, and Sydney in the next 4.
Yeah, well, they're certainly well equipped right now to be able to take on those sides. They'll recover. They've had an outstanding first half of the season. An opportunity now to rest up, get themselves right, because this second half of the season for this young Fremantle side, and from what we've seen so far this year, their best is good enough to beat any team. And it's exciting times. Their supporter base are up and about, and probably in the second half of the year, if we start to see Fremantle win like they do, then suddenly this stadium's going to get pretty packed.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about that. Only the
40, just under 40.
Just under 40. Yeah. Under 40 for a Saturday afternoon. Let's go to the song.
Way to go! Get real hot, sit down, below, oh, free.
The only man that's not very happy at the moment is Blake Acres. Looks like he's done the hamstring and he'll miss several weeks.
During one of his best games.
Yeah.
He had an outstanding year, Blake Acres. The trade wasn't a big deal when he came over, and when he first started playing, he was probably a little bit of a whipping boy too, but gee whiz, he went absolutely bananas today, and the distance he can carry when he gets the footy run, carry handball, outstanding.
All right, the Triple MVP award for homeloans.com.au, homeloans.com.au, the best and fairest when it comes to home loans. Might I just say, Hammer is hovering over the top of both of you. If you stuff it up, he does the 3-2-1. All right?
Beautiful.
You know where he's going.
I've handballed over to X
Right.
this afternoon. He's all over at the X-Men.
All right, today, well done to both sides. I thought they participated in the great game. Firstly, I'm going to give one vote to the man off half back. 31 disposals, 21 kicks, 87% efficiency, 5 inside 50, 6 rebound 50s, 10 marks, one of them contested, and also went for about 585 metres gained. Hayden young fella, in that crop of young kids. It's sort of a little bit out of the spotlight a little bit, but outstanding game. Hayden Young, 1 vote. 2 votes, Hawthorn I thought were outstanding, 14 inside 50. Sam Mitchell will be saying you get 61 inside 50s, you won't lose too many games. But this man, he's been a little bit indifferent this year, playing a different role, half forward, and then pushing in the midfield with the young players coming through. Jager O'Meara, outstanding game. 30 disposals, 9 clearances, and a hot dog to go with 7 tackles.
Hang on.
Someone's going to miss out on 3 votes.
And I will say, special mention to Acres. He would have been in, but unfortunately...
But
he would have
someone
been in
else
as well.
And 3 votes goes to the man who absolutely ran amok today. 7 tackles, 1 goal, 37 disposals, 6 marks, 32 uncontested.
Caleb
on
Stock.
his bike. Bing, 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 bing. Off he goes where everyone's standing there scratching their pecker. 37 disposals. Andy Brayshaw, 3 votes. And he's now probably leading the player of the year if my maths are correct.
Tell you what, Andy Brayshaw,
bang.
out of his 37, he had 26 in the first quarter and the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
When the whips were cracking.
That was the Triple
Yeah, not winning
MVP award.
between.
Homeloans.com.au, homeloans.com.au, the best and fairest when it comes to home loans. Are you happy with that, Hammer? Thumbs up.
Sarong's obviously the one.
Sarong, very
Sarong,
unlucky.
25 handballs, 200
I'd
metres
love
game.
to see the coaches' votes in the weekend to see if Sarong is in there.
You're just looking at midfield, so I can get a half back.
Gotta go, boys. 14-11-95. The Dockers 12-10-82. Hawthorn from McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks. Footy!